It says it's Monday. Can't trust that day.
Mm-hmm.
And there we are. Monday. Can't trust that day unless you listen to Moby and Mitchell.
Okay, got it.
Got it. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
With 5 minutes to go. Kim Ponder, first one in today.
Hey, good afternoon,
Kim.
gentlemen. Good afternoon, lady.
Mm-hmm. Yay. Falcons play tonight.
What?
Falcons play tonight.
Who do they play?
Green Bay.
Ah.
Kaylee McEnany tests positive for COVID-19.
Yeah. I got that.
Bless her heart.
There's like 11 people in the Trump circle that are testing positive.
Mm-hmm.
In the Trump circle, Michael Hopkins, hi. Jay Raymer, good day. Bless your heart. These people there's not a shitload of them, but God bless them for listening.
Thank you,
for watching.
We appreciate you.
We do
more than you know.
It's talking about y'all Saturday night.
Yep.
Well, that show we went to Saturday night was sold out, and Moby and Mitchell were responsible for more ticket sales than anybody else was. Is that not what we heard?
I don't know that more than anybody else, but because he has a rabid following. So, going back to the Kimmer, but because he has a lot of people that have followed him all those times from since then.
Mm-hmm.
Good morning, guys. Jim Williams, the preacher. Morning, preacher.
That's from Wisconsin, right?
Yep.
Morning, Jim. Say hello to the Mrs. Preacher too, Mrs. Jim. Loving this weather. Last year it was still in the 90s. This week. Jay Raymer again. God, my voice does not sound good. I mean, listen to me. It's,
yeah.
I mean, I'm not. It's nothing down. It's whatever. It doesn't sound good. It is what it is. But I can understand me. Can you understand me?
I can understand you just fine.
All right, fine.
With 3 minutes to go.
Yeah.
It's got to be a Monday all day long.
Monday, you can't trust that day. Who did that? Monday.
Mamas and the papas.
I knew you'd know that.
Mamas and the papas.
I know you know it.
If you talk like that all day long, nobody will notice your voice.
Yeah, I know you know it. Happy Monday, y'all. You too, James Griffin. That's good that we got half a dozen people up there already.
Go. Yeah.
I've seen Jim Gossett's show twice. He's very talented. He is, and sings well.
Pretty dang good.
I'm telling you, when he was doing his parody stuff,
yeah,
he was singing his tail off, and never mind what I'd say about my 5 CDs, and I'm pretty good on some of them.
He does all right. A little off key.
He does real well.
It's tough to sing, So, hey, I've heard George Strait be off key, so it's tough to sing live.
Nobody's talking about anybody being off key.
My
stuff is not off key.
I didn't say you were off key.
Well, you said you heard George Strait be off key.
Well, Jim was a little off key, but it's tough to sing.
Do you think?
Just every now, just occasionally.
You're too picky. I thought he did real well.
Yeah, he did.
Hola and bienvenidos. To say hello and good morning. That's not good. Bienvenidos is what?
It means hey here.
Hey. Alexa, hola y bienvenidos. Say that in English.
I don't know that one.
Yeah, you do, bitch. Excuse me. I was right out loud, wasn't it?
You just called her a bitch.
Well, truth is my defense. Hola. Alexa, what is hola and bienvenidos?
Okay, here's translated. In which language, please?
Spanish.
English.
What hola in Spanish is?
Hola.
You can say repeat slow down, or just ask for another translation.
Can I say?
What would you like to do?
I'd like to say, shut the hell up.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. There you went.
All right. So now we're going to be quiet.
Jim Williams says, "Oops,
Yep.
sorry."
So we're going to be quiet now because it's time.
He's ups and the one I cussed.
We're going to be quiet now because we're about to go live all over the world.
That's impressive. There you go. Steve picked out some music.
Yeah.
There's Steve's music.
It's showtime.
It's showtime. Well, Moby and Mitchell. Get down, boochie woochie radio broadcast. Yeah, baby.
That's
it's
it.
not really a radio broadcast.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, okay. Well, Fistful of Radio. Maybe, okay, a Fistful of Radio. That's there. That's special radio broadcast. Joanna Page Stansel says, showtime. You're right, baby. It's showtime. Gentlemen, start your engines. Raymond Bernal said, hey, Raymond. Morning, everybody. Good afternoon, everybody. It is afternoon. That's been afternoon for damn near 15 seconds. Look at that. Wow. Herschel Smith said, how about it, Moby? How about it, Herschel? How about it, Steve?
How about it, Moby?
How about it?
How about it?
How about it?
It's going to be a good day today.
It is going to be a good day today. My throat sounds funny. It don't hurt. I don't have a sore throat or anything, but it sounds funny.
That's right. Well, that's all right.
It's fine. It is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the quality of my voice has never been the what made me so monstrously successful and legendary.
Mm.
The quality of my voice didn't do that. Your voice, on the other hand, you have got a uptown, big time professional sounding voice.
Why, thank you, most.
Well, you do. Well, you're welcome, Steve. But mine today especially just sounds scratchy and ick. But it did, whatever. As long as you can understand what I'm saying. Can you understand
long as
the words coming out of my mouth? That's all it's
talk like that all day long and you'll be just fine.
Yeah, okay. Can y'all understand the words coming out of my mouth? Probably not.
It's gonna be fun.
I'm in a good mood today. I being Monday and all, I'm still in a good mood, and I'm not going to let it not be in the weekend. Boy, the weekend flew by.
Yeah, no, not long enough.
Zipped right, but right on by is how it zipped. How did it zip, Mr. Moby? Right on by. That's how it zipped.
That's good.
Okay. And then it unzipped.
So we're on Facebook
and thank you, baby. We're on
Facebook and YouTube and Twitter and Periscope and Fistful.
Periscope, was that Periscope?
Periscope and Fistful of Radio.com. Proud to be part of the crew at fistfulofradio.com.
Yeah, and we met Stefan Saturday. Well, you'd had see, Steve does most of the dealing with people and things about this. And I just sit around and I'm ready when I'm ready. If I had other stuff to do, I'd do like Steve does. And, but Steve, you're so busy. But that's a good thing. Rona, is that you? Right? Is that Rona? Do I sound like Rona?
Who's Rona? Rona Barrett?
Head of the Republican.
I don't know.
But ain't that Rona? That's Rona.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Rona. Which you say? Rona. That sounds like a Beach Boys song. Rona.
So met Stefan on Saturday morning. Went up to his true strategic location up and coming, and was loved some of his stuff that he has up there.
Eventually, you're about to buy one of them, right?
I'm going to purchase one of his.
It's
things.
You got to get a license to get a fully automatic thing,
right? And
so yes. you don't have a license yet, but you can buy a thing. If it's not fully automatic, you can just go up there and buy a thing.
Yes, I will.
And the thing.
The thing, yes, the thing that goes pew pew pew.
Yeah, but it would be semi-automatic, right? Where you bang, 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 bang every time you pull a trigger.
I'm good with that. I'm good.
Fully automatic is You have no doubt fired a fully automatic weapon.
Yes, I have. I was in the military, so.
Oh yeah, duh. Yeah, okay. Mm-hmm. Well, see, I wasn't in the military, but I've still fired fully automatic. Fired a 100 round belt takes for flipping ever. But by the time I got to the last bullet in that 100 round belt, I was ready to be done.
You were wore
shooting.
out.
I wasn't wore out. I was just tired. I'd already done it all, and I had a fully automatic pistol that I shot. That was, I think it was a Glock, and a couple of the shell casings flew up over my head and went down my shirt.
Hello.
Collar. You know
Ooh.
what? They'll get you attention.
Yeah.
Quickly get your attention.
Hello. Yeah.
Oh, when Betty Chenoweth Sanders says, my daughter says that says that's Moby. She knows you by your voice, so you're good. Good. Okay, there you go. But Steve has the pretty voice. He has the professional broadcast voice.
Thank you, Mr. Moby.
Well, you're very welcome. I wish you talked like that all day. I'd feel better about me if you did. But
anyway, met Stefan up at his place up and coming, and then he joined us at the Jim Gossett show, the Newsmaker show, on Saturday night, which was a whole lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun, and I had ribs. My ribs. Why? You should have intervened and said, Moby, you don't want a whole slab.
That's what your wife is for.
That's what you're one of the wives. She was sitting there, she was saying it. And Betty, I didn't get all the way through a half slab, but you know what I did? Yesterday was watching a movie here at the house. Good movie. I'd seen it before. It's a Stephen King movie. And, but we were watching that. I sat there eating ribs, and Mary Beth ate some of them too. So they were good ribs though at Houck's. Houck's up on Holcomb Bridge Road.
Yep, Houck's Grill.
And they have a restaurant side, and they got the theater side, which is where Jim Gossett. And who was the guy that opened up for him?
His name is Josh Harris.
Josh, he was funny.
He was funny.
And matter of fact, I don't want to say anything to insult Jim at all, but Grace liked him better. We took my daughter with my 18-year-old with me. She liked him better.
Well,
whatever. Yeah. But Gossett was funny.
Very funny.
Yeah, he was. And he did some corny, ridiculous. Come on, man.
Well, hey, but it was corny is funny too.
Yeah. But he had some things that were so strong and so funny and so wow, did they fit in? It was funny. I loved it. And he had some things. Okay.
Yeah. Well, but
is that you too, though, right?
Yeah, but some of his Stacey Abrams jokes were hilarious. Oh my God!
And he did one thing, and I can't remember what it is right now. I said, "Wait a minute, me and Mitchell did that."
Oh, it was the William Shatner joke.
Yeah, that's right. Shatner panties. Yeah.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. And some of his,
I looked at Steve and he looked at me and said, "Yeah, that's ours."
And and some of his Atlanta Falcons jokes were hilarious as well.
Yeah.
So
they're playing tonight.
Playing tonight with Green Bay. I don't know if they're
here.
Is
it here or there?
I don't know. I think it's in Green Bay. I don't know. It doesn't matter. They're going to lose. Don't waste your time. At this point,
say that the Falcons won big time. Not the Falcons. The Bulldogs won big on Saturday.
At this point,
they were playing while we were in there watching Jim Gossett.
Exactly, they were playing. The
Bulldogs were playing, but boy, they kicked ass.
Yes. At this
Bulldogs
point,
what are you trying to say?
At this point, the Falcons, I want them to continue to lose so they get the first round draft pick, so that they can choose this kid from Clemson, the quarterback from Clemson, because they're going to need a new quarterback. I can't remember his name, but this kid.
So you think Matt Ryan's on his way out?
It's about time.
Is he taking the coach with him?
They need to prepare the future. Well, why not?
Is he taking the coach with him?
I don't know. But they need to prepare for the future. This kid, who I can't remember his name, the quarterback at Clemson, he's been dreaming about playing for the Falcons. He needs to come here.
Why would he dream about playing for the Falcons?
Because I
love the climate now. He's right. The climate's wonderful.
Yeah, but he's a Falcons fan and he wants to play for the Falcons. Okay. Let's make his dream come true.
Beautiful stadium.
Continue to lose, Falcons, and go for it. And you want to be the first round draft pick.
Well, I can't watch them and root against them. I'm not. Are you going to watch the game tonight? Nah.
I know the outcome already. They're playing against
They're
playing against Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Are you kidding?
Well, wouldn't it be something? It'd make the news if they was to kick their butt, wouldn't it?
Yeah, well, that would make some news.
Yeah. What's kickoff time tonight? Do you know?
Usually 8-ish, something like that. Yeah.
Okay. If depending on how much work I get done for Mississippi for tomorrow morning's Mississippi show, I might be able to sit up and watch that whole game tonight. Well, and if the Falcons win, I'm gonna call wake your ass.
No, fine, whatever.
Fine. You never know. They might.
They might.
Auburn got whooped by Georgia. Amen. They did. We was talking about that big time whoop.
Yeah.
Big time whoop. Mm-hmm. Matter of fact, when we were walking out, the next room after where we just seen Gossett, the comedian, he was funny.
Yeah.
They had the game on in there. And that was the score that we saw on the way out. We ended up being the final score.
27-6 or something.
I think
something
so.
like this. 37 to
Auburn got
7.
whooped by Georgia. The Falcons kicked their own butts. Joanna Pate Stansel says, yeah, right.
Yeah.
You know what? That would hurt your back if you kept it up too much. Kicking your own butt.
Yeah.
Think about it. All right. Oh boy, Auburn got whooped. Georgia 8:50 kickoff. Falcons don't
8:50.
have a chance. Doug Wallace said Falcons don't have a chance. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
But miracles happen. Dear Lord,
Mm-hmm.
please let our Falcons win tonight. Where is it though? Doug Wallace knows the kickoff time at 8:50. So where is it?
It's got to be in Green Bay then.
Why is that?
If it's 8:50, I think they're on the central time zone. So I think that's 8:50 would be, yeah. So
Green Bay. What state are they in? Green
Wisconsin.
Bay? Wisconsin. Okay.
Yeah.
That's where our boy Bill's from then.
Yeah.
Okay. Trevor Lawrence from Cartersville. Is that right? The South Carolina quarterback, buddy?
That's him.
Trevor Lawrence from
That's him.
Cartersville?
Yes, that's him.
Okay. You need to say thank you, Doug.
Thank you, Doug.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Doug.
Okay. And it's in Green Bay. Steve, you're right about that too. Okay, thank you. Yeah. You know what I love? I really do love the fact that, granted, the audience that Steve has talked to back during the years and the audience that I've talked to back during the years has been in the thousands. Every day it was in the thousands. I remember a TV show that said the Moby in the Morning Show has an audience that can fill the Astrodome 5 times. That was kind of impressive. 50,000 people asked. Don't do the math. That was neat. But just the fact that some of you knuckleheads will reach out to us on our Facebook post and send us a message. Right now, there's 12.5 people there. Wow, really? 12.5, huh?
Wow.
Rain Bernal says, when elephants fly. about talking about the Falcons winning tonight. When elephants fly. I got it. But, you can still sit there and root for them. You know what? I could probably, even if they were ahead at halftime, by the end of the game, they would have lost. They've proven that several times.
You will know early in the game whether they're going to be able to hang with the Packers.
But in the Super Bowl, you would have thought at halftime they were going to kick butt too. They were winning big time, and for the last 3 weeks in a row, they've been winning big time at halftime.
Mm-hmm.
And then they come back and beat themselves, just like Whistlebritches, who Joanna Pate Stansel said.
Yeah. So
okay, all righty. Hi, everybody. About 11 minutes after right now. The Moby Mitchell broadcast extravaganza is on the air and on your computer and in your radio and in your telephone and in your device. Yeah. Well,
we're on your device, wherever you
Chance
may be.
Bartell, we met Chance the other night.
Yes.
We do. And Chance says now Kaylee has coronavirus. I heard about that. Trump's got like 11 people in his close circle that's got it.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see, coronavirus, Kaylee has it. Someone planted this in the White House. What a wicked, evil, and deliberate October surprise. Somebody planted coronavirus in the White House. That's what he's saying.
Well,
you think?
I'm normally the conspiracy theorist, but I think Chance, that's a little conspiracy theorist right there.
Yeah, well, but it might be true. And Hope Hicks, you know what?
Wow.
If I wasn't married,
I know
it'd be worth getting sick to get.
I'm right there with you, pal.
Well, she is gorgeous.
Yes, she is.
Okay, what about the vice presidential debate this tomorrow night?
Mm-hmm.
No, negative. It's Wednesday night. Okay. Are you going to watch it?
Yeah, I'll watch that.
Mary Beth was saying last night, was laying there watching whatever the hell was watching. And they came up with a promo for that. She said, I don't want to watch that. Do you? I said, well, honestly, yeah, I do. She said, oh, okay. So I think if I watch it, she's going to watch, especially if I tell her you're watching it. I said, baby, you got to watch it because Steve's watching it. Oh, okay. Chance Bartels comes back. Chance, you know what? It was really neat meeting you the other night. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, me too.
Everybody that I got to meet from Fistful of Radio, Stefan and all of them. And the gal that was up there co-hosting with Whistlebreakers. Christina, she's been a regular listener of ours. Mm-hmm. And I didn't know that she was with Fistful of Radio till I guess one day last week.
She's kind of indirectly connected through Jim Gossett. So yes.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Well, she was a hoot to me. Yeah. I enjoyed that. Let's see. Chance says just saying it's a little too convenient.
Well,
no one on the left political sphere has caught it. Wow.
That's true. Yeah. So,
boy, if they could prove that, that's a federal crime, isn't it?
Well,
isn't it?
There is a big question mark there.
But if they could prove that somebody on the left, somebody in the press corps had intentionally infected the Trump people and the right to people in the Trump White House, if they could prove that they had done that, I think, is that not a federal crime?
Yeah. That would,
Okay.
you would
I
think
just,
so.
I just
Yeah.
wanted some validation
Yeah,
on
you
my
would think
opinion.
so.
Thank you. Sounds
Oh,
like a good time was
I
had
got to
by-
tell you, there's a picture floating around. I'm going to send this to you. Oh, wait a minute. I don't know if I've got it, but there's a picture floating around on the internet of Trump. I don't know how I could get away.
Well, apparently this has tickled you.
Hang on,
What?
I don't know if I can get away explaining this on the air without getting us in trouble. Of Trump painting a picture of a penis on Chris Wallace's forehead.
Wow.
At the debate.
He wasn't really doing
it. It wasn't, but it was photoshopped, and it's the funniest thing I've seen recently. It's hilarious. I don't know if I've got a screen capture of
painting a penis on Chris Wallace's face.
on his forehead right here.
I cannot imagine. See, if somebody could do with your forehead being like it is, well,
Hey.
mine too. Now that I'm looking at our pictures, okay, I'd be good with that. I want you to get with as short as your hair, it's just stubble hair.
Mm-hmm.
For you to get the tattoo right going up your temple here, that's got the guy pushing the lawnmower, and it was funny. That was funny. Let's see here. Ray Bernal said, "Sounds like a good time was had by all." It was a ball. And Gracie had a good time too.
Mm-hmm.
And Mary Beth, God love her. We did. I wasn't expecting early in the day to bring Grace with me because it was sold out. And Grace wasn't going to come since it was sold out. And I said, "Come on with me. They'll find you a place to sit. Come on." And we all sat there together.
Mm-hmm.
And I over ordered ribs.
Yeah, you
They
did.
were good. They were good ribs. But they're at Houck's. And I've always said, Steve, you've heard me say it. Don't ring the bell because I'm admitting, sure, I've said it before. Ribs are like sex. The worst I ever had was pretty good. Them was good ones.
Yep.
And I had them yesterday too. Yay. Either that or the tester is suspect. Enough said on that from me. What do you mean? Either that or the tester is suspect.
You were talking about somebody who was a carrier of the coronavirus in the White House. Could have been somebody brought it into the White House. Could have been the tester. Could have been somebody in the media.
Well, who they said Hope Hicks had it first.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Is that not what we heard over the weekend?
The first we heard, yes, Hope Hicks, and
then one of the blonde gals. Who is it that's got it now? Because like a dozen of Trump's people.
Kaylee today. She revealed today this morning she was tested
positive.
And then Kellyanne Conway had it over the weekend.
There you go. That's the one I was trying to.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Chance Bartell said fake tests, like fake news. Yeah, it's funny. Oh boy, that's it.
He'll be okay. He has good care. He has really good care.
And I liked the fact I didn't see it till this morning, and you might not either, and you might not have seen it yet because you don't turn on the news much. But I like the fact that he went out yesterday afternoon and got in his armored Suburban with the Secret Service and rode around the hospital because they was just a buttload, like thousands of people outside wanting to see him. And he went and got in his armored plated Suburban and rode around and waved to people, thumbs up to people.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's Trump just playing to the theater of it. No, that's Trump taking care of the people that love him.
Mm-hmm.
That's Trump, everybody that was there would have come inside and visited, stood in line to visit him in the hospital. This was Trump going outside to visit them. And the doctor said, well, I'll be all right. And the anti-Trump people saying, well, that was just theater. Well, no, it was Trump saying hi to his people. When he was feeling well enough to do it, and the doctor says, well, if you feel well enough, you can do it. And the Secret Service people that were in the truck with him, they'd volunteered for the duty to go around and do it. And there was a divider between the back seat where the president was and the front. It was fine, and everybody got to see him and cheer for him. And he got to feel again what he already knew to be true, that the base really supports him.
And they were, and the Secret Service was wearing masks.
Sure they were.
And the press was going bananas because, oh my God, he's infecting the Secret Service. Well, these were the same guys who were around him 24/7 that were in the helicopter with him, saying they're all wearing. So the masks don't work now. Is that what you're saying? So anyway, it's hard.
They say that back and forth and back and forth.
know.
Fauci says on and off, on and off. Masks work, they don't work. They
Yeah.
work, they don't work.
Yeah.
They work, they don't work.
It's horse hockey. So,
Ray Bernal said, ironic that Pence and Fauci don't have it.
Hmm.
Really? Okay. Trump also had to show people that he is not on his deathbed like the media is claiming. Amen to that. It was Joanna Page Stansel said that. Yeah, Trump's going to be fine. He may go back to the White House today.
Mm-hmm. And he also sent them pizzas. Sent pizzas out to the people.
You said that earlier. I wonder how many he sent.
I don't know, but that's a big pizza bill.
I mean, well, it is. And I don't mind my tax money paying for it. You know, it tickles me that the people that went to let the president know how supportive they were got pizzas from the president.
Mm-hmm.
How cool is that? I think it's wonderful. Good for but you know what? Everybody in the media wouldn't think that's it's just all theater, just done it all for show. No, he's doing it for love. He's doing it because he loves the people that were out there to see him. You would agree with that? I'm sure.
Yes, I would.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, he never has been on his deathbed. And when he gets out of the hospital today, I bet we see him on TV later today. Well, if they let him go today, he will stand in front of a TV camera and say, hey, y'all, later.
Y'all.
Today. Hey, y'all. That's not like a Trumpish, is it?
I don't think he's ever said the word y'all.
You don't?
I don't think it's not in his vocabulary.
Hey, y'all.
Yeah.
I wonder if Melania has.
Mm-hmm.
She'd go, hey, y'all. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sexy like that. Wasn't it sexy?
That was sexy.
Was it? To give you a plumpy?
Okay, that's too much information. That's inappropriate.
You could go ahead. You could go ahead and tell him, yeah, Moby, you did it for me. Hey, y'all.
Inappropriate.
I don't give a damn. Oh God. Boy, you know what though? If there was only one doctor on the planet that could get you through a coronavirus infection, Trump had that doctor with him at Walter Reed,
Mm-hmm.
whoever it was. Oh, boy.
And then there's all these doctors on television that they get on these talk shows.
Yeah.
That haven't been within 1,000 miles of the president, talking about what they think he's going through. They have no clue.
And how they think he should be treated.
Right.
And
exactly.
how they think the president is that right? That's what you're insinuating?
Yeah, exactly.
How they think he should. They haven't seen him. They ain't got a damn clue. Other than the fact they've heard what the doctors that are actually taking care of the president have decided and sent and said in their press conferences. These doctors.
Yeah.
These are brilliant men of medicine. And you know what? I always said, if you got a new doctor, you don't know he didn't barely graduate, that he wasn't in the lower half of his class.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't know that. These guys, no, these were the good doctors. These were the ones that showed their diplomas on the way in the door. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yes, Lordy, Lord. Look at the time.
Already, we're running late already. We just began, but all right. It's it's probably a good
I ain't
time.
gonna say nothing else. You go ahead and play commercial.
Well, all righty then.
All righty then. Well, I lied. I said something else. I'm sorry. I can't help myself.
Okay, you can find us on our Facebook page. Just go to Facebook or YouTube or Twitter and search for Moby and Mitchell if you want to watch us.
Right.
Do whatever it is we do here. And first and foremost, we're live on fistfulofradio.com right here till 2:00 every day. And we're going to take a 2-minute break and return here on fistfulofradio.com.
CBD, you hear about it all over the place. There's signs on every corner telling you to get CBD at this place. Well, I encourage you to get CBD from the right place, and the right place is the Georgia Hemp Company in Sandy Springs. They've been around since long before this big CBD boom got going, and they source their products from the best places in the country. The tinctures, the oil, bath bombs, great CBD products just for you, available in Sandy Springs, and they will ship to you wherever you are. Just use the promo code RICH10 at checkout. It's called the Georgia Hemp Company. The Georgia Hemp Company, located at 290 Hildebrand in Sandy Springs. Again, the promo code RICH10 at checkout at thegeorgiahempcompany.com.
Ever dry waterproofing? It's not dry till it's ever dry. If your basement's damp, don't take a chance.
Call EverDry Waterproofing.
If your crawl space is wet, one call and you're set.
Call EverDry Waterproofing.
Call EverDry today. We make the moisture go away. Go to EverDryAtlanta.com. Okay. EverDry waterproofing. It's not dry till it's ever dry.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking, now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
Hi, this is Billy Brew. Join me along with Rich Sullivan on The Opening Act with Sully and Billy, weekday mornings from 7 to 9 right here on fistfulofradio.com.
That's right. I was talking to Stefan the other night at the dang the show was at I can't remember the name of it, at what restaurant? Haux, thank you.
Yeah.
And we're talking about Sully and Bill, Bruce, all of them, you know, and who else was there that's on the radio regularly with us? It's me and you. We do this midday, noon to 2 thing. It's Sully and Billy, right?
Right.
That they do the morning show.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if they get up early and do it.
Yeah, 7 in the morning.
They're doing it live?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They're live.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, how many years did I do mornings? I'm thinking it's 40, 50, a long damn time.
Yeah.
Long damn time.
True.
I know what.
The body is not supposed to be up that early.
No, I used to when during those years you were doing morning radio like with Rhubarb or over on 96 Rock, which you're doing some ancient thing up.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
But okay, let's just leave it at Rhubarb.
Yeah, okay.
And maybe at times before that as well.
Yes.
I mean, I did it here at Kicks Country Music Morning Show and did well. God, I love doing it. When I got there, I was fine. But boy, when that alarm clock go off, it kick your ass every day.
No.
And all and the rock shows over in Houston and stuff, Houston and Dallas, and then back to Houston, and then leaving rock and roll music and leaving Texas, which was really the hard thing for me. Leaving rock and roll was it's a breeze, no big deal. So I come play country music. I've always liked country music, but it was. I've always been proud to say. And can you say this as well? You maybe can't. I was never one time, not even once, tardy. I never missed the first break on the Moby in the Morning Show.
I was
not once.
I don't think I was late, but I was damn close to it.
Yeah, but even that, for maybe you can do this as well. But I was never late for the first break.
Right.
But I think I remember once or maybe twice that the song was fading out when I go running in with my briefcase and throw it down and say, "Somebody get me coffee," and sit down, put the headphones on, and there's the break right then. But that wasn't many of those.
Yeah.
And over a 50-year period of time, that was one or two or three maybe. You know, but because I was generally there half hour before the show started.
Yeah.
Show starts at 5:30. I'm there by 5. Show starts at 6. I'm there by 5:30.
Yeah.
You know. Okay, whatever.
There's nothing. There's nothing.
Joanne,
there's nothing quite like that feeling when you're supposed to be awake at, like, say, 3:30. Okay,
that was when my alarm went off.
And there's nothing quite like that feeling when you wake up and you realize you've hit the snooze and you wake up at 4:30 or 5.
I never one time, not once in all those years, hit the snooze button.
Well,
I have laid down and forgot to turn when I went to bed, forgot to turn the alarm on.
Okay,
and wake up. Supposed to get up at 3:30 and you wake up it's 4:30, 4:45, and you're supposed to be there in 45 minutes and you still got work to do at your computer before you go.
There's nothing like that feeling when you wake up and you see that and you go, that feeling. But
yes, I do know that. And then from then, so you get we've established neither one of us have ever been late. I personally call myself the Prince of Punctuality when it comes to that. Neil McGinley, the program director over at Kicks, he'd say my work ethic, he never questioned because I was always there on time. But when you get there on a day when you have overslept and it's now 30, 45 minutes, maybe an hour past the time when you were supposed to get up.
Yeah.
You get up and you're on just a tear.
Oh,
to get dressed and get out of there.
Yeah.
I didn't want to take time to pee, but I really didn't have the option.
Yeah.
I'm going to pee. Okay.
Yeah.
And maybe not brush my teeth maybe, but
No.
I got down. But that on those days, it never failed. Had a great show those days because I was so energized.
You know why you were energized? Because the adrenaline kicked in.
Yeah.
It's like mainlining caffeine right into your veins.
Boy.
Yeah.
Oh, I never did pass on the coffee.
Yeah.
I always had the coffee.
Yeah.
Always, and I had interns that worked for me, and their primary job was get me coffee. I need coffee. They'd bring me coffee.
Yeah.
God, my man, that was so much fun. Those were good days. These are good days too.
These are great days.
Yeah,
We're having
but I was going
fun.
to tell you, Joanna Pate Stansel. Did you ever know a sales lady at Kicks named Marlinda Bullock?
Sure did.
You remember Marla?
Sure did.
Joanna Pate Stansel that writes us. She's a regular listener.
Mhm.
She reminds me so much of Marlinda because her ID picture is up on the on the post. Can you see her?
Yeah.
Does that look like Marlinda? to
Kind
you?
of, sort of, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Joanna Pate Stansel.
I remember Marlinda. Sure do. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy, I tell you, I was thought that-
Okay. Well, I know what you're thinking. Go right ahead.
Yeah, 'cause Marlinda had great big.
Okay. Shh.
She did. Why you can't
I
shush
know
me for
she-
that. But
I know
Marlinda
she
had Olympics style.
That would
titties.
be sexist.
Screw that. No.
Yeah. All right.
No, it's not. Let's see here. I'm down. I've got our Zoom Zoom pictures up, but I
All
don't
right.
have. I've closed out on our Facebook pictures.
Let's give out the phone number, shall we?
you do that while I get us
Okay.
back up.
So if you want to talk to us, our number is 855-556-6629. 855.
and if you don't want to talk to us, that's still our number.
Yeah, 855-556 Moby, M-O-B-Y. All right.
Yeah, that's right.
All right.
6629.
Yeah. And we thank
Okay.
you very much for listening to us on fistfulofradio.com.
There you go.
We're very appreciative of the fact.
Oh,
that you
boy,
do.
are we ever.
Yeah.
I mean, some people work for a living. We do this.
We
But
do
you know
this.
what? What?
We do this.
Yeah, but you should say that in unison with me when I say some people work for a living. Then you jump in with me and say,
We do this.
Okay. Practice unison.
Okay.
It's harmony, Steve. Some people work for a living.
We do this.
You're slow.
Mm.
Some people work for a living.
We do this.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh, Steve got up from our table Saturday night
Mm.
and made a little talk, and you were good. I really liked you doing it.
Thank you.
There was no steps up onto the stage, and there was no handrails. Me getting my big crippled ass up on it wasn't going to happen. And I was really hoping I'd have my ribs by then, and that'd be my excuse. Steve could say, "Well, Moby would come join us, but he's eating his ribs." My ribs weren't there, but I hadn't had anything to eat yet. But I was still drinking. But nonetheless, you made a good little talk up there talking about Fistful of Radio and the Moby and Mitchell broadcast extravaganza and yada yada yada.
Socialist distancing.
Yeah, socialist distancing. We distance ourselves from social. When Steve first said socialist distancing, it didn't get through the fog for me, and I didn't know what the hell he was talking about. Wait, Steve, we're not socialists. He said, no. Think about it, Moby. Socialist distancing. We're distancing ourselves from socialists. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I got it then.
Yeah.
You brought your dogs in
They're in the backyard. They're playing.
with the door open, right?
Yeah, that's fine. Because it's a nice day today.
It is a nice day.
70
There
degrees.
come the dog in. They must have heard me talking about him. Uncle Moby's talking. Let's go.
70 degrees today. It's beautiful.
Ray Bernal says, "Stage? What are you talking about? Stage? Oh, we're up there where Jim was. Jim Gossett.
Yeah.
Jim Gossett, right?
Yeah.
And Whistle Britches, Christina. And,
Yes.
and the original, the first comedian who was really funny. I liked him a lot. And I'll never remember his name. Tell me
Josh
again.
Harris was his name.
Josh Harris.
Mm.
He was funny.
Yep.
He
does
had done a lot of cruise.
Yeah.
He was talking about being on cruise ships and stuff.
Yep.
Well, being a traveling
Mm.
stand-up comedian, I can't imagine.
Not a life for me.
Have you done any stand-up at all?
No.
One time I did, and I was at the Punchline,
Mhm.
and I was there to introduce the comedian that had been on with me that morning. Don't ask me who it was because I couldn't a bit more tell you than I could take wings and fly.
Mm-hmm.
But I got up there and I had a few jokes lined up, and you know what? People laughed because I was Moby from Kicks Radio, Moby the Morning, blah blah blah, and introduced myself, and people applauded, and I did a couple of jokes, and people laughed. And that one period of time, I understand why the people that do it for a living do it for a living.
It is kind
Because
of
when you have a good audience that will respond to what you're saying, it's really I don't understand how anybody could not dig doing that.
it's a drug.
Yeah, buddy, that's exactly right.
Yeah,
And I bet Jim Gossett would say the same thing. Don't you guess?
Yes, I agree. I've done a lot of things at the punchline as well, and I've tried to drop a line, be funny, and it is that immediate.
And they laugh at you.
Yeah, and it's like yeah, I get it. I get why comedians do that.
But I can't imagine actually doing it myself.
No, not for a living. Not for a
No.
living. Life on the road.
But I've always did. How about this? Since I was up there and I said what I had to say, and people did laugh, and then I introduced the comedian. I felt like I could do it. I just didn't want to.
Yeah.
Is that you? Do you feel like you could do it?
I could, but I don't want to because the lifestyle is, one town this week, then you got to pull up and go to the next town next week. That's not for me.
No, it ain't for me.
Not for me.
I had a band for a while, and we played a lot. I mean, the band did. It was called Mobility, Moby and Mobility,
Mm-hmm.
and that was a lot of fun. But after a period of time, and after it's just like enough of this. I don't want to do it. I ain't doing do it.
Yeah.
And you know what? I didn't do it long, but that was during my KLOL days in the late '80s, and we'd go to several outside of Houston. We'd go to some little bars around various places outside of Houston where they knew you, and it's good to be there. You're a local talent, and it was fun to do. But after a while, it's like, yeah, I got enough of this. I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah. It's comedian's life is you remember Tim Wilson, right?
Oh yeah.
Great guy.
Talked about that.
Funny guy. And he lived on the road. He had a big Suburban and he piled in all of his stuff, all of his merchandise, all of his clothes into that Suburban, and he's traveled
And
from
his
town
CDs
and he traveled town to town to town in that big
probably
ass
made
Suburban.
more money off the CDs than he did off ticket sales.
Exactly.
And ticket CDs and T-shirt sales.
Exactly. That's
So I have it somewhere in my closet upstairs. I got a Tim Wilson T-shirt. I'm sure.
yeah.
Probably.
So
I liked him. I liked him a lot, and I had a feeling he liked me, and I'm sure he liked you.
he liked
had the
everybody.
same
He liked
feeling. Yeah.
everybody. He liked
Yeah.
everybody.
Good guy, but then all of a sudden the Lord called him home.
Yeah. Way too soon. He was on
And
like,
I wonder, I guess he don't do a stage show up in heaven. I wonder if they do.
oh, hey, he's probably up there smoking cigarettes and talking about oh God, he's talking about Mexicans out there to, putting because I'm seriously, he was funny. I miss him. He was only 52 when he left us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So,
That was a surprise for all of us, huh?
yeah.
Was he ill? I didn't know.
He
Died. Yes, Moby, he was ill.
He
died.
smoked cigarettes.
Yeah.
And he lived life on the road. And so
Watching Captain Kangaroo.
and his diet sucked because he ate food on the road. He ate all the wrong food.
Well, what was that song? Smoking cigarettes and watching Captain
Flowers on the
Kangaroo?
wall. Statler
Huh?
Brothers.
Say it again.
Flowers on the wall.
Counting
Statler's
flowers on the
Brothers.
wall. That
Yeah.
don't bother me at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy, we're all over the road today, aren't we?
Well, we are. Yeah.
That's cool. That's all right.
Yeah. What's the next line? Counting flowers on the wall. That don't bother me at all. Playing solitaire till dawn with
Yeah.
a deck of 51.
Yeah.
Then smoking cigarettes and watching Captain Kangaroo.
Yeah.
Don't tell me I've nothing to do. That's great. Statler Brothers.
Mhm.
Yeah. Hello, sweeties. Happy to be here with you. Tammy Griffin, thank you. Happy to have you here with us. Thank you so much. Saturday night, I had a couple of snorts of bourbon,
Mhm.
and you. I think you were drinking beer when
I
I,
just
said
had a
that.
beer. That's all. Yeah.
You had a beer. How many did you have?
One.
Oh yeah, sure.
One.
One. Really?
Yep. Just
Okay.
one.
All right. Well, but you enjoy beer.
Every now and then, I like a nice.
I think you like beer more than I like beer. I'm not much of a beer drinker. Mary Beth, my two wives, Steve and Mary Beth,
Mm.
they both like beer. And given the thought of it, she might like beer more than you do. She likes beer with the lime flavoring in it.
I do too.
Yeah, okay.
Mhm.
Well, there you go. I wouldn't marry a woman that didn't. But here we are on the whatever day of October this is, the 5th.
The 5th.
Cinco de Octobre, mi amigos. Yeah, baby. But October means Oktoberfest. And that means Beer. Beer. If you know a lot about beer, you may be what they call a zithologist. You ever heard that?
Never.
Zithologist. See, it's an educational program. You like a beer like you do. You need to write this down. Z-Y, zithologist. Okay. And now I've lost my place. Where did I put it? There you go. The zithologist. That is from the Greek words zithos, that means beer, and logos, which means to study. Zithologist.
Is that ZITH?
Yep. Z-Y.
Oh, ZY. Okay. All right.
Z-Y. Z-Y-T-H. Okay. Zithology is more than just chugging pints, although that is included in the study.
Mm-hmm.
I threw that part in. More than chugging pints of lager, it is the analyzing of ingredients and the effect they have on the brewing process. It's the effects they have on me that I eventually got over. Okay. The effect that these ingredients have on the brewing process, the knowledge of beer styles and history, and the application of beer pairings. Beer pairings. What are they talking about with beer pairings?
No clue. No clue.
A zithologist is a true beer connoisseur. Okay. A true beer connoisseur. Beer pairings. What does that mean? It came out of Bottleneck Management, a restaurant management company, Bottleneck Management. Okay.
Well, see, beer pairings, that must, well, why don't you ask your girlfriend over there, Alexa?
I knew now what beer.
What is-
Alexa, what does beer pairings mean?
Here's something I found on the web. According to foxnews.com, pairing, beer, cheap, light, cold, and lots of it.
The
Cheap,
hell?
white, cold, and lots of it. Yeah, whatever.
It must mean something about the different ingredients. What different ingredients
Must be. I don't know.
it comes up with it.
Wait a minute. Beer pairing is like wine pairing. Oh, like what wine? Like with fish, white wine, red wine with meat.
Gotcha.
Beer pairing is like wine pairing. Joanna Page Stansel looks like Marlinda.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Makes sense. Yeah.
Oh, Raymond Bernal said 90-year-old Bobby Bowden, former FSU coach, Florida State,
Wow.
tested positive for coronavirus. He's 90 years old.
Wow.
But
Okay.
he's in good shape. He'll get over it.
Yeah.
I hope. Alan Cofield says, I used to do seminars across the country on the road 5 nights a week, 50 weeks a year for 15 years. Yes, traveling was awesome, but it is a strain at times.
Yeah.
True. Got it.
Not for me.
Imagine being in the Rolling Stones. If I was as slim as Mick, I could have done it because I could sing like that. I can't get no satisfaction. I could have done that.
Trust me, I think Mick got his satisfaction.
Trust me.
He's Mick Jagger.
He's still a skinny little fellow. Yeah, I know. Imagine how many women he's seen naked. Back during the years.
Yeah.
I mean, I was a fat not-knee disc jockey, and I've had my share. Steve, you have too.
Yeah.
Imagine being Mick Jagger, skinny like that and everything. You know how skinny boys are equipped, though. They're all like, yeah, that's pretty impressive, Mick. Thank you. Don't whip it out on stage. When in doubt, I whip it out. I got me a rock and roll band. What's the next line?
I don't know. I'm just
when in doubt, I whip it out. I got me a rock and roll band.
Is that a Bobo reference you
Wait
just
a minute,
made
no.
there?
Yeah, wait a minute. They don't have to shush, but when in doubt, I whip it out. I got me a rock and roll band. It's a free for all. That's rock and roll stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
All righty then. We're
But
late.
you know they were referring to Bobo when they did.
Yeah,
Good
okay.
God, you've run me late again, Steve. It's all your fault.
It's my
Oh,
fault.
Yingling is pairing up with Yingling is pairing up with Hershey's and putting out a chocolate beer.
We talked about this a couple of weeks ago. Yeah.
Well, I'm talking about it right now, though. This is now.
That's
that was
fine.
a couple of weeks ago.
That's fine. By the way, you've got something up over there. Turn it down.
I do not.
Not anymore because you just turned it off.
I didn't then. I don't now. I
Okay,
didn't
fine.
then. No,
Right.
Steve.
Okay.
Steve.
Yeah.
Steve, come on.
You have the Alexa
It's,
mic
it's
on.
Moby. I'm here, Steve. You
Okay.
All right.
Okay. We're going to take it.
Yingling is pairing up with Hershey's and putting out a chocolate beer. I cannot imagine anything more grotesque sounding than chocolate beer. Michael Hopkins says it doesn't get any better. Yeah, whatever. How to pair beer based on style lagers, spicy food, burger salads. Wheat beer means spicy food and fruity desserts. Okay.
Fruity desserts.
Fruity desserts, yeah. That's what gay people eat after.
Okay, fine. On that note, we're gonna take a break now.
In a minute. Wait, not quite yet. Hang on.
Yes.
In a minute. Fruity desserts, India pale ales, steak, barbecue, and Mexican food, amber ales, pizza, fried food, and smoked pork, dark lagers, pizza, hamburgers, healthy stews, brown ales, sausage, sushi, and fish. See, that's the pairings. That's the beer pairings.
Makes sense now. Gotcha.
It totally answered our question.
These are the things you learn when you listen to us here on
the Moby and Mitchell broadcast extravaganza here on Fistful of Radio and on Twitter and on
Facebook.
Facebook
and YouTube.
YouTube. That's good.
And we're back in 2 minutes from
And you can always call us at 855
556.
Wait a minute. Let me do it. 855-556 Moby.
All right. Okay.
How'd I do?
Now we're going to take a 2 minute
Was that
break.
perfect?
Yes, it was.
Thank you.
All right. Back in
You're
2.
Pretty, man. You're
right.
If you served honorably in our nation's armed forces and you're looking for a way to continue serving your fellow veterans in your community, then join AMVETS. Each year, AMVETS members volunteer millions of hours at VA healthcare facilities from coast to coast, helping to improve the lives of their fellow veterans through the VA Voluntary Services Program. AMVETS posts and departments also participate in a wide variety of community service projects, ranging from Americanism in our schools to supporting the Special Olympics and Boy Scouts of America. If you no longer wear the uniform today, you can still serve through the AMVETS by joining today at amvets.org.
Would you like to know the best places to invest your money post-coronavirus? We put together a guide, 7 stocks to own for the next year going into 2021. There are some great ideas in here that you may not have heard before and ways that you can additionally save money in income taxes if you put the best strategy together today. Go to oxygenfinancial.com and get our free guide, 7 stocks that you should own right now. Go to oxygenfinancial.com today.
Waterproofing, it's not dry till it's ever dry.
Hey Atlanta, Shannon Burke here. Now that the flood watches have expired and the sun is back, it's time to address that leaky basement. The amount of rain Atlanta gets this time of year should have you paying attention to moisture in your home. Call the guys that I call, EverDry. As you know, moisture and water in your basement today can lead to foundation issues tomorrow, not to mention mold and mildew. The health of your family could be at stake. Have the guys from EverDry come out and conduct a free basement inspection today. Their patented process seals and encapsulates your basement and keeps it dry for years to come. Call them today, 678-741-2900, or check them out online at everdryatlanta.com. It's 678-741-2900 for EverDry Waterproofing, and tell them Shannon Burke sent you.
EverDry Waterproofing, it's not dry till it's ever dry.
Yeehaw. Yeah. Thank you for listening to us on fistfulofradio.com. And if you enjoy what you hear here on fistfulofradio.com, all of the people you hear for free here on fistfulofradio.com, you can let us know by going to fistfulofradio.com and clicking on the little button that says donate there. And every little bit helps, a little walking around money, a little gas money. We would appreciate it very much there. It's just a little way of saying thank you for this free entertainment you get here on fistfulofradio.com. Thank you very much.
When you came back, 2 minutes passed real quick there.
I know.
Yeah, because I went out to make wee-wee, and when I looked up toward the kitchen, there's that Mary Beth and Grace. They were doing something. So when I flushed, I made my way back into the kitchen for a minute to get a hug from a girl.
All right, good deal.
And I came back in there. You were, damn, there's my other wife right there, hey, Steve.
You hugged your girls. I played with my dogs. So there you go. We're good to go.
Oh, you are talking about K9, right?
Yes, K9, yes.
Just making sure.
Yes.
Yeah, what would Alan Cofield said, love seeing the dogs. Chance Bartell says good dogs. Raymond Bernal said Jaeger exercise 2 hours per day. Jagger. Oh, yeah. Jagger exercises 2 hours a day. Really?
Yeah.
I wonder how old he is.
He's up there. He's up there.
Yeah. There's a picture of me and him right up there hanging on my wall. Alexa, how old is Mick Jagger?
Mick Jagger is 77 years old.
Yeah.
He was born on July 26, 1943.
There you go. All right, thank you, Alex. Appreciate And okay, well, 77. Is that what you said? Alexa, hush. Thank you. By God, that's a woman I could shut up. The only woman in my life I can actually, shut up. All right. Let's see, Zethology. We did that, didn't we?
Yes.
I
Yes.
got a bunch of stuff here. Dolly Parton has doubled down on a wish that she has.
What's that?
She said, "Well, I'm about to get to it."
Okay.
Okay. Said that Dolly doubled down. She wants, because I didn't know I don't remember her doing this before, but she has apparently. She wants to pose for Playboy again for her 75th birthday.
Well,
I let her. She said, "We've talked about it."
Well.
Yeah. Dolly, what's her husband's name? Can you think?
Carl Dean.
Thank you. I knew you would know. Thank
Mm-hmm.
you. So her and Carl have talked about it. Yeah. Did you ever? I think I've told you this story before about Kelly, wife number 2, who is still a dear friend of the family.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, her and Mary Beth, they get along because Jonah's about to get married, and Kelly and Mary Beth are working on the wedding. Yada yada yada. A lot of stuff going on. A lot of stuff going on in the Moby circle or the Jonah circle. But Kelly and Jonah. I mean, Kelly and Mary Beth are buddies. Mary Beth, I don't think has ever been posed like Dolly Parton wants to again in her entire life. I can't imagine her doing that. She won't even pee outside. She would explode before she'd do that. Funny, but whatever. Kelly did some boudoir photography for me as a gift. And the photographer decided, boy, those look good. I'm going to put that in the Yellow Pages, and did. So I was on, how much fun is it to be on the radio and say, hey, I want you to look at a picture of my wife naked. Turn to the Yellow Pages, 300. Yeah, sir. That's my wife.
What's the Yellow Pages?
Yeah, well, back then, people remember what they are, but how has it been since you've seen a big residential? You had two in cities like Atlanta, Houston.
Yeah.
You had 2 volumes of Yellow Pages. One was residential.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Another was business.
Yeah. Yep.
And so you would end up with 3 large volumes of books. You remember that, Steve? Yes.
Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah.
Residential and business Yellow Pages. And then wait a minute. The white pages were all the resident. There were only 2. Back me up. What do you think? There was a big volume, 2-3 inches thick.
Yes.
Of white pages. Those were residential, and the Yellow Pages were all business.
Yeah, you're correct. You're correct. Yeah.
I
actually got a Yellow Pages here about a month ago, but it was about less than an inch thick, and it was
because you're living in Woodstock, and it's not that big a place.
Yeah. Well, correct. Yeah.
Was it a Woodstock Yellow Pages?
It was in Cobb County. So
Ray Bernal says 74.
Yeah.
Now he's older than that. They're talking about Jagger. And we just find out he's 77?
77, yeah.
77, yeah. Whew, buddy. You know what, Steve?
What's that, man?
For now and forevermore, he's older than us.
Yeah, yes, he is.
Older than you, older than me.
That's right. And always
and you're the
will
middle.
be.
You're the middle of the sandwich. You're the meat in the sandwich, baby.
Hey, you know what I saw?
Mick,
you know what I saw yesterday? I saw a peaceful protest out here in Woodstock.
Okay.
Out here on Highway 92.
Protesting?
Highway 92. They were all lined up here for about a whole block out here on Highway 92 between Trickham Road and the First Baptist Church of Woodstock.
What are you talking about? What were they were holding signs and stuff?
Yes, they were.
Did you pause long enough to read the damn signs?
Yes, they were.
Okay, back for the 3rd time, I'll ask you, what were they protesting?
I'm leading up to that. It was.
I'm sorry. Why don't you tell me to shut the hell up?
I'm trying to be nice about it. They were.
This is me shutting the hell up.
They were signs like "Pray for our country," "Pray for our babies," "Stop abortion," those kinds of things. And they were getting honks and waves, and they were that's what a peaceful protest looks like.
Could be.
Yeah. And they were being very, there were a lot of smiles and thumbs up. And it was an uplifting sight to see yesterday.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
I'm glad you got to see it.
Yeah.
Did you go to church?
I didn't go to church. They were lined
up. Of course,
up.
I know they were on the road. I knew you didn't go to church.
Yeah.
Damn heathen.
Hey,
I'll tell them at the pearly gates. If I beat you up there, I'll tell them at the pearly gates. Look, come on, man, bend the rules. Let Steve. Come on, Steve. He's my buddy.
I'm gonna get in. I'm gonna get in up there.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever.
You, however.
No, I'm there already, buddy. I've already had a meeting with God.
Yeah. What did he say?
You said, "Come on, man. We're just gonna let you go and have a little more fun. We'll have what you."
He
think
don't
is
want you
fun."
right now. He don't want you. He's
Not
got
right
his
now.
hands full right now.
Yeah. Well, I'm working. It was a Chance Bartels wrote. I'm looking to hang on, Chance. Hang on, Chance.
Hmm.
My expertise in radio is on the sales side at Cumulus Media. That's a big
Mhm.
company. Are they still a big company?
Well, debatable, but yeah, okay.
Okay. I didn't know they were still around or not.
Yeah, they are sort of, kind of, barely
Boy,
hanging
because
on by a thread.
Lots of big broadcast companies have gone tits up in the last
Hanging
few
on
years.
by a thread.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm working with Stefan. Do you have any endorsements or contacts I could reach out to so you could be paid a talent fee? I'll get back to you.
Yeah, well,
Just need a name of a business, whether you know a contact person or not. What business categories do you like to represent? All of them. Gentlemen's clubs, me and Steve.
no.
What? I do. I'm
Gentlemen's
trying to
club.
think of one I'd say no to. Would you?
Stop it.
Uh-oh, somebody's at your house. I saw
No,
the
there's
dogs
somebody
running
out.
by. You
There's
got
somebody
company.
outside.
I'm telling
Somebody
you.
outside.
With a gun?
No.
Let's see. You're both great on the air. Well, we knew that.
Yeah, well,
I'm reading Chance's
we're
email.
humble too. So
Humility never slowed me down. Never one time let humility get in the way of my success.
yeah.
Just what Atlanta needs during these trying times. Would love to help you put some scratch money in your pocket.
We'd like that too.
I don't need no dang money.
Don't listen to him, Chance. Don't listen
I
to him.
don't need
Don't
money.
listen.
You know what? He gave us some. It wasn't him. So Stefan gave us money the other day for people. When Steve gets on the radio, gets here with us on this fistful of radio, and talks about well, if you'd like to contribute blah 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 to the Moby Mitchell Retirement Fund, here, call this number or whatever.
That's the PayPal donation on the
Yeah.
Fistful of Radio site.
That's right. You know, and Stefan, bless his heart, he brought an envelope of money for me and an envelope of money for Steve on Saturday night.
Yeah.
When Jim was about to do his show, because I hadn't seen Stefan face to face ever, and I told him, said, you know, if you know of somebody and you talk to them on the phone, you got to get a mind's eye picture of what they look like, and that were not at all what I expected him to look like. Stefan looks like a guy in Houston radio, still in Houston radio too, Joe Sayers, Colonel St. James, and he looked like a young Joe Sayers, like a young Colonel St. James.
He looks like Bill Belichick is what he looks like.
And you said that, and I heard other people say that too.
Yeah, he does. He looks like a Bill Belichick. So
well, that didn't hit me that way. Maybe because I knew Colonel St. James, and so when I looked up to whatever the hell. And the bottom line is, God bless him, he brought us money.
Yeah, and so once again, go to fistfulofradio.com and look for the PayPal donation button because we sure do appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Think of it. I've been doing this for nothing for months now.
We have
months
been.
now.
Yeah.
And when he brought that envelope of money, you know, I did what every man in my position would do. Gave it to Mary Beth. She was sitting there. Here you go,
Actually,
honey.
you attempted to give it to her, and she said, "No, you keep it."
Well, thank you. Okay, I'm glad you told that.
Yeah.
I wish you hadn't said that. I wish you hadn't said
too late
that,
now.
Steve.
Too
I
late
got it in
now.
my pocket.
Yeah, too late now.
But I ain't gonna. I don't know where to spend it.
You know,
It's
we've talked about it. We've done a whole hour, and we haven't done a damn thing.
been a lot of fun.
We talked about beer, and that's about it.
Nice to meet you Saturday. Who's that? Oh, that's Chance again. Nice to meet you Saturday. Sorry to text during business hours. That's the only way you're going to get on the radio, Chance. We got to find him clients. We got to find people. You've spoken for businesses.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll keep in mind what they were and let Chance.
I will. We'll get together on that.
Mine. I've spoken for a lot, and I need to make a list of who they are.
We'll get together on that.
Saturday, what?
We'll have a confab and we'll get together on that.
This is the email I sent. Trying to help you with paid endorsements for the Moby. Bye for now.
Okay, fine. Okay,
Chance
good.
Bartell.
All right,
Thank
Tim.
you, Chance.
Yeah, man. Thank you. Appreciate that. Good to meet you finally.
I gave me a little plumpy, Chance.
Okay, that's too much information.
Well, I don't care what.
All right, fine. Whatever.
Look at the time.
Yes, I know. Did you watch any of the?
Wait, real quick before we go. Carrie Underwood. There was a thing I read over the weekend. She has shared which country icon smacked my rear. That's what she said. Smacked my rear. Carrie Underwood. Do you remember there was a, and it wasn't Carrie Underwood either. It was Taylor Swift.
Mm-hmm.
Some morning disc jockey was Taylor was giving him a hug, and he reached down and grabbed her ass. Dude, he got fired. What are you doing?
And blackballed.
What are you doing, you idiot? What?
And blackballed.
and blackballed. You know, he worked for, matter of fact, I think still does work for our buddy Larry Fuss.
Oh, is that right? Okay, cool.
Yeah, okay. You didn't know that. Okay.
I didn't know
But
that.
now Carrie Underwood has shared over this weekend which country icon, quote unquote, smacked my rear.
Anybody we know?
Yeah. She said, I turned around. Carrie Underwood said, I turned around, and that was my first time meeting Miss Loretta Lynn. Is that good?
That's funny.
I know.
That's
I thought
funny.
it was too. Anyhow, go ahead and get us out of here.
Okay. All right.
It's
Good.
time. Excuse me. I'll stay here all day, and we're going to. But
That's good.
But what I'm saying is, it's time for we're going to make there's going to be a couple of commercials plays. These commercials you're about to hear is not we don't get money from these.
But
Stefan gets money from
But
these.
let me just also point out, if you have a business, we can hook you up. This would be a great, these next 2 minutes, this would be where your business would be showcased right here on fistfulofradio.com and on Facebook and YouTube and Twitter. This could be you that we're fixing to talk about here.
That's right.
Just reach out
This
to us.
could be you. Right
we'll-
now, though, it ain't. But,
Yeah.
but we're cheap too. You know, it don't cost hardly nothing
Well, yeah.
to
that's true.
advertise on Fistful of Radio. No chats and sales there. So, well, we're trying to make it more valuable. Okay.
You're making Chance's jobs a little bit more difficult right now.
I know, but that's okay. He's
We're going to take a
like me. I
2-minute
like him
break.
too. What? Go ahead.
We're back in 2 minutes on fistfulofradio.com.
Ever try waterproofing? It's not dry till it's ever dry. If your basement's damp, don't take a chance.
Called EverDry Waterproofing.
If your crawl space is wet, one call and you're set.
Called EverDry Waterproofing.
Call EverDry today. We make the moisture go away. Go to everdryatlanta.com. Okay. EverDry Waterproofing. It's not dry till it's ever dry.
Tom has been a teacher for over 40 years. One day, I think one of the students had asked the question and he didn't remember the answer. And I also noticed that he was letting his class out earlier than they were supposed to let out. I was really starting to worry.
Levi and I talked about how it would change our lives, but he was there beside me.
When something feels different, it could be Alzheimer's. Now is the time to talk. Visit alz.org/our stories to learn more. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
1-877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids. 1-877 Cards for Kids. Donate your card today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Also on the web at carsforkids.com. That's Cars with a K. We're a recognized 501c3 charity organization, so you'll receive a maximum tax deduction. What's more, you'll receive a free vacation voucher of 3 days and 2 nights.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
I feel good.
Yeah.
Man, that made my nipples hard. I like that. Steady right now. Hey, Steve.
Hey, man.
How you doing?
I'm good.
Your dogs have been there running circles around your house.
I know.
What?
I know they rule the house here. So
Of course they do. Okay, so somebody was outside. The dog was acknowledging the presence of another human. Who was it?
that's why they're the guard dogs.
Okay. Yeah, but did you find out who it was?
No,
You got up and walked around.
I went.
You know
to,
what? When you get up and walk off to your right, off
Mhm.
camera,
Mm-hmm.
you disappear, and the dogs followed you that way.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden, the dog showed up in your kitchen and walked back toward the camera. So
Right.
that's a circle, isn't it?
Yes.
I figured that. Now, okay. Now, I'm not into geometry, but I figured that out.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Moby, Steve, Moby, Steve is going to yell at you for singing during the commercial.
So,
See, he
wasting my breath.
You figured that out, did you?
Yes.
Okay, no, he's not. And if he can if he wants to. I mean, Cars for Kids, that commercial sucks anyhow. Nobody likes that commercial. And we heard things about, you hear things about different charities, and what we've heard about them, it doesn't make you feel like you want to, okay.
Well,
And I'm not going to give them a damn car. I give him Steve's car.
No.
Oh Lord, I have that Cars for Kids song in my head all day now. LOL. Alan Cofield said, okay. Hey there, y'all. Marilyn K. McMichaels. That's funny. Alan Cofield says, we're talking about Mick Jagger. Cofield says, I bet Jagger knows Brenda. I bet he does. You're probably right. Oh God. Oh, you know what? Mac Davis, of course, he passed away last week.
Mm-hmm.
And his funeral is today. Did you know that? You're nodding like you knew that.
I did not know that.
Okay, well, you know it now. Now, I don't know when today, but I do know it's going to be in Lubbock, Texas. Because Mac Davis was a Texan. Lubbock, Texan. Okay. Be laid to rest, private ceremony, private family-only funeral today at October 5th, Lubbock, Texas. Mac Davis. Him and Helen Reddy, the same age, right? The same year's age. And they both died on the same day. Just like Michael Jackson and, who was a hot chick? Who was it? Because her husband or boyfriend, or fiance, was all pissed off because Michael Jackson was getting all the ink. Oh, hell, who was it? Mary Beth could probably tell us. I don't know. I mean, Michael Jackson and married to Ryan O'Neal.
Oh,
I knew that would help you.
Oh, Farrah Fawcett.
Farrah Fawcett. There you go. Died the same day as Michael Jackson.
I didn't realize that.
Once you learn things here with me, Steve.
Wow.
And Chance Bartels just said Farrah Fawcett. Okay, got it. We're good now. Thank you, Steve. But oh boy, what else do we have? Home Depot. I want one of these.
What's that?
A Home Depot.
Oh, okay.
It'd be nice to the profits from it alone would make it okay. But now Home Depot, they have a 12-foot skeleton. That's the most coveted item for Halloween 2020. A 12-foot tall skeleton. Home Depot selling them. You got to do something about them howling dogs.
I'm sorry. It's an ambulance. I can't help it.
Oh, an ambulance going by now. I get it. No, fine. You know what? Bottom line, I don't give a damn. That's fine. Them dogs, bless them dogs. Them's good dogs.
Yes,
and they sleep with you. Now, one of them does.
Yeah.
And I know Roxy sleeps with you.
Yes, it does.
And you wouldn't want Odin sleeping with you, him and Roxy, because eventually, they're brother and sister.
Yeah.
And they're not from West Virginia, so they'd leave each other alone, but they think you're cute. But the ambulance going by, listen to them damn dogs. Home Depot's 12-foot skeleton is the most coveted item for Halloween 2020. eBay may be your last chance to find one of these sold out gems, a 12-foot skeleton.
Dang.
Wow. What? I bet we go on eBay and find one. I bet we could see it. Right.
Are you going to do your house up for Halloween?
I'm not.
Yeah, me neither.
But I got girls that will. Mary Beth and Grace are already working on it.
Oh,
They've been working on it now for a while.
Okay. All right.
Ray Bernal said Farrah. Marilyn K. McMichael said Farrah. Oh, thank y'all. Raymond Bernal said fatal. No, well, it was fatal for Farrah and Michael both. Okay. Oh boy. Lay down with dogs. If you find yourself having trouble sleeping, invite your dog into bed with you. You do that late at night. Well, early in the morning, when Roxy's feeling the need to go.
Yes.
I feel the need to pee. Steve, get on up, buddy.
Yep.
That's when you get there. But as far as when you go to bed, where's Roxy when you go to bed? Early in the evening.
When I go to bed, she'll get up in the bed with me, and then she'll go finds another place later on. And
she doesn't have a bed someplace in your house?
Oh, yeah, she does. She has her
Does she
own,
sleep there?
She sometimes, but she has other places in the house she goes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you never find like Roxy surprises in the morning when you wake up?
No.
That's good. Okay. Anyhow, a study found that women who shared their bed with their furry friend had significantly fewer sleep disruptions than those who slept without a dog. Yeah. Especially you need a dog or a gun, one or the other. Okay. What else do I have? Oh, future fear. Steve, these days it's hard not to be afraid of the future. Steve is. Dang conspiracy theorist.
I'm not afraid of the future.
What?
I'm not afraid of the future.
Are you sorry about the past?
No.
None of it?
It's
None of it, really?
It's all behind me now. I can't do nothing. I can't do nothing about it.
Right on. Yeah, the guilt just doesn't. Okay.
No.
There's some guilt things in my past. I wish if I could go back and change them, I would.
It's wasted energy.
I know. I'm spending no time thinking about it. I'm just
Yeah.
telling you right now.
Yeah.
Future fear. When they worry about the future, people tend to think of the worst case scenario, thinking about the future. But research shows 85% of what we fear most never happens. And when it does, it's not as bad as we thought it might be. We can handle it much better than expected. FYI, from a paper called Everything Isn't Terrible. Everything isn't terrible. Mitchell, come on, man. You say things sometimes makes me think that you believe everything's terrible.
No, man, I'm an optimist. I am an optimist, but I'm also a realist.
Yeah, you're a skeptic too.
I'm a skeptic and a cynic.
Skeptical realist. Okay.
And I am yes,
Yeah.
I'm a
well,
realistic skeptic. How about that? Does that make sense?
Sure.
Yes.
Sure.
Because I've been around.
If you're comfortable with that, Steve, who am I to judge?
I've been around a long time, and
I'm not judging you.
I recognize BS coming right on down Peachtree. Bigger.
Moby is left-handed like me. That's right, left-handed. I'm left. You right-handed, left-handed. Steve?
I'm right-handed.
Okay, not me.
Yeah.
Hey, Moby, watch it, West Virginia. Who? Betty Chenoweth Sanders says what?
You made a derogatory comment about West Virginia people.
Oh yeah, talk about they're brother and sister, and they're not from West Virginia, so they'll leave each other alone.
Yes,
That was funny.
Yes.
Come on, Betty.
So you want to hear? I got a quick little story here.
Oh sure.
There's a small town in upstate New York
Mm-hmm.
that's going through a debate about to keep its original name of the town. The town supervisor says the residents there want to keep the name and want to retain the name out of respect for their ancestors who chose the name. And
could I speculate? Could I just ask you to reveal the name? You're headed that way.
I'm going there. The name of the town is Swastika.
Ooh.
That's what the ancestors chose the name Swastika. So they have a little bit of
what year it was named.
That
wouldn't matter.
It wasn't really matter, but this is where their ancestors came from, and so they chose this name. They have
Swastika, New York.
Yeah, Swastika, New York. They have
Alexa, when was Swastika, New York named?
Sorry, I'm not sure about
that. I didn't figure she'd know. Okay, thank you. Anyhow. Wow.
Yeah.
I've got a town name story here we can talk about.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, first off, before that, bye buffet. The all-you-can-eat buffet is hurting because of COVID-19. Oh boy, I used to love all-you-can-eat buffets. Okay, but these days I can't eat nearly as much as I one time could. Whatever. But health authorities say buffets are one of the most dangerous places to eat when it comes to catching coronavirus. So people are opting not to go to one. And the all-you-can-eat buffet is going away. Hey. I mean, but the town names. Mental Floss magazine had this.
Okay, good. Can't wait.
Mental Floss, yeah. Poo-poo to pee-pee. While many people enjoy juvenile humor, not everyone is willing to commit to traveling more than 2,500 miles on a bike for a great poop joke. Many Twitter users, negative. Meet Twitter user Ruby Drummer, the exception to the rule. The cycling enthusiast Ruby Drummer, Twitter user, cycling enthusiast, recently chronicled his journey from Poo Poo Point, Washington, to Pee Pee Creek, Ohio. Seriously. A trip that took him across 9 states and had him cycling exactly 69 miles a day for 36 days at a Mental Floss magazine.
Wow.
The name of the towns again from Poo Poo to Pee Pee was Poo Poo Point, Washington to Pee Pee Creek, Ohio. That was worth sharing, don't you think?
I think I need to go there just to see what life is like in Poo Poo or Pee Pee. Pee Pee's closer than Poo Poo.
Well, you know what? Take your computer with you so we can do the show.
Okay. Hey,
and get with the mayor. Set it up before you get with the mayor. You get the mayor of Poo Poo and the mayor of Pee Pee.
We're coming live from Pee Pee.
And tomorrow we'll be live from Poo Poo.
Poo Poo.
It's the Pee Pee to Poo
Wait a minute. We'll put you in Poo Poo. I'll be live in Pee Pee, and we'll have we'll meet in the middle show.
We'll have shirts made. Travel with Mitchell. Poo Poo to Pee Pee.
Poo Poo to Pee Pee.
Travel with Moby. Pee Pee to Poo Poo.
Hey, did you hear that Regal Cinemas are going to shut down for the remainder of the year when they announced that the Bond movie, No Time to Die, is
No Time to Die.
has been pushed back until next year.
I heard about that. Didn't I say we talked about that before the show?
Yeah, we talked about that off the air.
Yeah.
And you know, and the theater owners, the head of the theater owners, blame the delay of No Time to Die on Governor Cuomo, because Governor Cuomo has decided to keep the theaters closed. And they said, well, if the New York governor wants to keep all those theaters closed, we're just going to have to push everything back.
Right, and they did. And No Time to Die has been delayed again until next April.
And the ripple effect of that is it's going to shut down an entire theater chain.
And the theater chain is
Regal Theaters.
Regal Theater. That's a big chain.
That is a big chain. I got one right here close to me.
You can tell that the film has been delayed a long time because the Bond girl in this film is Betty White. Steve sent me that.
That is pretty funny.
How about that? Chance says Virginia is for lovers. West Virginia is for cousins.
Oh, okay. Chance said that. Chance.
Yeah. Let's blame Chance for that.
Yeah.
Okay. Because we got some people in West Virginia that listen to this program, and they know I love them. God, I do like personal appearances in West Virginia, Steve, and it was wonderful. People would come to, what was the town in West Virginia? Can't think right now, but good God. I took Mary Beth and Grace with me up to West Virginia. The name of the town will come to me eventually, but people lined up, Steve. I would take a pack of personal, like throw down the headshots of me, some Moby on it, and people would line up for me to sign those pictures and from autograph. That's good. And Grace went with me, and she'd never seen that before.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've been around it for years and years, and it was a lot of fun to do. And I went up there, Belington, West Virginia. That's where it was. And then where the University of West Virginia is, can't think of that name right now. Whatever, it doesn't matter. But Grace was like, "Oh wow, Dad!" She hadn't seen that before, and I loved it. And those people in West Virginia that made me look good in front of my daughter, I really appreciate that. Yay! And in West Virginia, boy, man, I remember going up there before I was married, before Mary Beth and after Kelly. Yeah. I would go up to West Virginia for an appearance. Some of those ladies were very friendly.
Okay, then. All right.
What?
All right.
That was great.
All right, then. All right.
Okay.
Then.
What?
Well, I know where you're going.
No, you my memory's where I'm going.
No, okay.
And I'm glad some of it's still there.
Uh-huh.
And yes, sweetie, I remember you too. What?
I was thinking,
what were you thinking?
Back to the movies. I wonder if this is the coronavirus is really going to change the whole concept of movie theaters and going to a movie theater. If
it has changed the concept of production of the movies.
Well, certainly,
and the content of the movies and the kind of movies we'll see, and the big budget movies, those are gone.
I wonder if it's going to change the business model of releasing movies to theaters and just go straight to homes.
Maybe.
Yeah. I mean, it's something that might be this time next year. We might be seeing big movie releases go straight to your house instead of going to a movie theater.
So you think eventually we'll get the new Top Gun movie on Netflix? Because I really want to see that.
Yeah. It's something to think about.
I've thought about
something.
I'm done thinking about it now. Take me long to think about something. When I commence to thinking about something, it don't take me long to think about it.
Yeah.
I'm like that one there, for instance. I'm done.
Yeah.
What? Go ahead. You talk.
No, I'm just. Did you know that there's a chronic? Here's another ripple effect of the coronavirus: chronic shortages of Patron tequila.
No, I hadn't heard about that.
Yeah, because it's handmade, and because of social distancing, they can't get their people close together to do the hand making of Patron.
So Patron's in the past, partner.
Yeah, exactly. So
okay.
It's painstaking production process of Patron. I can do that too, pal.
Yes, you can. That's good.
So Patron is now experiencing a shortage.
but they're still making it.
They're still making it. It's just hard to find now.
Well, just because you got to get volunteers to help make it, and the people ain't volunteering.
Yeah, so
very much. Okay.
But do you like tequila, by the way?
No.
Okay, fine. All right.
Mary Beth, she likes with salt around the rim. She don't want the salt around the rim. What is it? Margaritas. She loves a margarita, and that's made with tequila.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
But if you want to get a buzz, Patron is the way to go.
I got it.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of which, when the show's over, ask me
about
the buzz.
Okay.
Your attention now.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
here's something we found that may help you lose those extra pandemic pounds.
All right.
Aerobic exercise and yoga together lead. Oh, goody. Lead to. I get yoga for yoga. You got to get down on the floor, right?
Yes.
I'll have to call 911 to get me back up.
And a crane.
Moby's doing. Moby's doing his exercises again. Aerobic exercise and yoga together lead to double the weight loss. The combination also lowers blood pressure, cholesterol levels by twice as much as doing aerobic exercise or yoga only. But if you do them together, you double up. I might need help getting up, but I will double up on the pound.
Bring in the crane.
Would you stop that?
I'm sorry, pal.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am.
Fat joke, ass.
Okay, fine.
Whatever. You outweigh me now.
That's fine, but I'm toting around a lot more muscle than you are. So
that's how Steve justifies, validates the extra weight.
I do actually, lift weights and stuff like that. So
whatever.
There is muscle on this
Steve
frame.
Joanna Pate Stansel. Disney did it with the live action Mulan.
Yes.
If you're a Disney Plus subscriber, you can pay $30 to see it. I'll pass.
Yeah.
Live action Mulan? Nah. Jay Raymer said I had to quit drinking tequila. Last time I drank it, I became a father. Pretty funny right there, boy.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Just when we thought we knew every weird sexual fetish out there, here comes feederism.
Spell it.
Okay. Skinny boy. Not. Feederism. Feederism.
Right. Okay.
Feederism. How would you spell feederism? Also known as erotic weight gain.
Oh,
what?
Man.
Yeah. It's a subset. And I wasn't participating in that on Saturday night with the ribs. Nah, I didn't even finish the slab. But I wanted that whole slab. I insisted on the whole slab. The waitress says, "You want to have slabs?" No, I want a whole slab because I'm a feederist. Yeah. Feederism, also known as erotic weight gain, is a subset of the fat fetish community. They exist. You know that.
What a fat fetish community?
Yeah.
Okay.
People that dig big chicks. The combination also lowers. Wait a minute, we're getting back at wrong place. Erotic weight gain, subset of the fat fetish community, in which overeating is the ultimate turn on. See, I would let her down. I couldn't eat the whole slab. But it would have turned her on if I could have finished it, though.
Wow.
Similar to a BDSM dynamic. The feeder is typically the dominant, and the feedee is the submissive. There are chat rooms and online forums dedicated to feederism, supporting this community of feederism, often with tips and tricks for how to gain weight rapidly and safely. That came out of Playboy magazine. I have no desire to see the photo spread. Just pictures of fat chicks.
No, I'm with you on that one, pal. I'm with you on that one.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Shall we?
Okay. It's it's time already.
Already.
Is it going well today?
Yes, it is.
Going well. I told you earlier today it's going to go well.
Yeah, it's a Monday.
Go ahead. I got to blow my nose.
All right. We're going to do this, and we're back in 2 minutes on fistfulofradio.com.
CBD, it comes in lots of different forms, and it can help you with your anxiety, inflammation, lots of other stuff. Tinctures, CBD oil, topicals, vapes, gummies, pre-rolled hemp joints. That's right, the hemp flower. Smoke them if you got them. CBD hemp flower by the quarter. You can get all of that and more at the Georgia Hemp Company. They are located in Sandy Springs. But you do not have to go there in order to get their fine products. You can order online at thegeorgiahempcompany.com. Thegeorgiahempcompany.com. Use the promo code RICH10 at checkout and get 10% off, or visit them in Sandy Springs at 290 Hildebrand, just north of 285 off of Roswell Road. TheGeorgiaHempCompany.com. Use the promo code RICH10 at checkout for 10% off.
I'm Herschel Walker. I've known Donald Trump for 37 years. He keeps right on fighting to improve the lives of Black Americans. He worked night and day. He never stops. He leaves nothing on the field.
My name is Vernon Jones, and I'm a lifelong Democrat. And I'm part of a large and growing segment of the Black community who are independent thinkers, and we believe that Donald Trump is the president that America needs to lead us forward. Joe Biden has had 47 years to produce results, but he's been all talk and no action, just like so many of the Democrats who've been making promises to the Black voters for decades.
He has accomplished so much almost all by himself on a constant attack, but there's still more work to be done. If you love America and want to make it better, Donald Trump is your president. He's my president, and I'm blessed to call him friend.
I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this message. Paid for by Donald J. Trump for President Incorporated.
Love you, Mr. President.
Hey, this is Rich Sullivan. Hope you'll check out the opening act with Billy and Sully weekday mornings right here on fistfulofradio.com from 7 to 9.
There you go, boys. Billy and Sully. I love Billy and Sully. And I want them saying, I love Moby Mitchell too. Let's see if one of they'll say that ever. But maybe they may be saying it every morning right now. We don't know. Billy and Sully. What are you playing here?
I'm playing some
that's a
redneck country blues.
Good old 6-string flat top guitars.
Yeah.
I used to love hanging around Nashville and the musicians in Nashville that would come to my house when they'd written a new song. And it was fun. I remember that so well. Anyhow, Michael Hopkins said, better get into the home theater equipment sales business.
Yeah.
That's probably going to be the trend. Ooh,
yeah.
Home theater equipment sales business. Nah. You know what? I got a big screen TV in my bedroom. Oh, look here. Look coming for me. Bless her heart. Sweet Grace. Well, say hi to Steve, Grace.
Hey, Grace.
There you go.
Hey.
My tea was empty. Thank you, baby. I sent an email to her, and I'd forgot I'd sent it. And all of a sudden, here she comes. I looked over my shoulder. My door was open, and Grace came walking through it. That's sweet. Yeah. Anyhow, we got a big screen TV upstairs and a big screen TV in the living room. How big is the screen on your television?
55 inches right
That's
here.
exactly what mine is.
Yeah.
55 inches.
Yep.
Wow, yeah, that's good. White screen too. I was going to get a black screen, but I didn't have room for that size screen. Okay.
Yep. So
that sounds wonderful. What? I was. Go ahead.
So
what?
Football ratings are tanking.
Before we get to that.
Yeah.
Before we get to
yeah.
that. Let's talk about fat chicks a while ago.
Yeah.
And in my life right now, I'm in the mid 230s. You know, I'm comfortable in my weight. I'd like to lose maybe 10, 15 more pounds, whatever.
Okay.
But in my life, I have been a very large person. When I was 22 years old, I got on a diet. At that point, I weighed 450 pounds. And over a period of time, I was down, way down. A year later, I weighed 218, was the lowest in my adult life I ever got to. But I've always been sympathetic to fat people because of that. Because I have been one. I had a 56-inch waist back then, at like 4 inches being 5 feet around me.
Damn.
My God, I know. This was a long time ago. And these days, I don't know what my waist size is, 42. I wear 42. But Chrissy Metz from This Is Us, the fat chick from Chrissy Metz, she's got a new boyfriend. She plays Kate Pearson on This Is Us, and I can't wait for the return of This Is Us because that's our show. We love This Is Us. Love it. But she celebrated National Boyfriend Day on Saturday and revealed her new love, her new boyfriend. And don't ask me who it is because I had it and I didn't hang on to it. But I've always felt a kinship to Chrissy Metz, to Kate Pearson, because I have dressed in women's clothing. And so does she. So we have that and the size of our butts in common. Bless her heart, though. She's a big girl. And I feel akin to her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, if you want to get back into
I
football,
understand.
that's
I
fine.
understand. Yeah, I do.
You know, because I don't feel better than or less than her. And I'm sure she doesn't feel better than or less than anybody. But I just hope if she ever does get on a program, she feels the support of everybody around her. And if she doesn't get on a program, she still enjoys the love of everybody around her. Okay. Fat people don't get near enough love. Trust me. I've been there. Go ahead, Steve. You were going to talk about football and the ratings and whatever.
Yeah, sports in general is taking a big hit. NBA ratings are down 68%. And
I don't see why they got so high to begin with.
I know. LeBron James last night, as they got spanked in the game.
Some people are into that, Steve.
I know,
you say that like it's a bad thing.
But LeBron James walked off the court 10 seconds before the game was over. Just walked off as the game was still going on. He just walked off. He was disgusted. And
really?
Just walked off the
there ought to be a substantial fine.
There ought to be. But I mean, it was just not a good look for him anyway. But
is that all you brought? Okay,
no, but the latest edition of Thursday Night Football, the Broncos and the Jets, that was the least
coming up this Thursday.
That was last Thursday.
Okay.
That was the least watched primetime NFL game in 4 years.
Okay.
And
okay. And what about tonight with the Packers and the Falcons, with the Atlanta Falcons and Green Bay Packers tonight? I wonder what the ratings will be for that. I doubt it's going to be much better than last Thursday.
Yeah, I doubt so.
But I'm going to watch some of it just because it's my Falcons. Say that like I've got any interest.
Yeah,
but a little bit. Okay.
Yeah. So we'll monitor that. But so far this year, it's not looking good for sports.
Tell you what, I want to
general.
nominate you to monitor the ratings.
I will monitor the ratings.
I watch a series of downs or two, and I may go on to sleep or see what else is on TV.
However, I am going to start watching the Braves here because it looks like the Braves are a pretty damn strong team this year. Although it's not really a full season.
They've already won their division, though, right?
Right, they have. It's not. I mean, they're looking good. But there's always going to be an asterisk besides this season.
What?
An asterisk.
Okay.
Besides this season,
because they've won their division, the National League East.
Yeah.
Okay.
Strong team. Look, they're hitting the ball.
Are you watching baseball?
No. But I'm keeping
not at
track.
all. You're not watching at all because
No.
I've watched a couple of innings. Is about it.
I know that they're doing good and they're hitting good and they're.
How do you know they're doing good?
Because I read the news and I see the highlights.
You didn't see it on the sports report on TV, did you? Because you don't turn on your damn TV. Why do you have a 55-inch TV if you never turn the damn thing on?
So I can watch Turner Classic Movies.
Boy, we Mary Beth last night over the weekend she's working on cleaning up the basement.
Mm-hmm.
And if it wasn't such a bitch to get down there, I'd go help her. Nah. But she brought up, no, actually she carried down from our coffee table, big drawer, like 50 DVDs that I had. Cause back when I was single, I used to order DVDs all the time. We watched yesterday, Misery, Stephen King book, Misery. Did you ever see that movie?
Uh-huh.
You did see the movie?
Yes.
That movie, buddy, I tell you, that was as close to being exactly like the book as anything I ever saw in my life. It's a great damn movie. Oh my God. And we watched it yesterday, boy. When she reared back with that sledgehammer and hit him on the leg with it. Yeah. Wow. I remember reading that book when I was married to Kelly, living in Dallas, Texas. And I was reading Stephen King's Misery. And I'm getting up at 3:30 in the morning because they're doing a morning show the next day on All Hit 97.1 KEGL, the Eagle top 40 station. I didn't enjoy being there, but whatever. Wow. I had to leave Houston for a while. I left Houston, whatever. Anyhow, I was lying in bed reading that book, and all of a sudden I just sat straight up in bed, and that's where just oh my God, what? I said, this book, man, Stephen King, good God, great book. And then the movies, boy, it's just as good. Oh, boy. Oh. Joanna Pate Stansel said he is playing non-copyrighted music. His Facebook is if he's playing non-copyrighted music, if Facebook is listening. Yeah. That's right. Remind Grace to vote on the 4th of November. I will. Stephen Marlowe said that. Alan Cofield, Braves are a fun team to watch. Plus, they are winning. Okay.
Yep.
Did you watch Saturday Night Live Saturday night?
Not a drop.
Because we were at the comedy show, Why can I never remember the name of that restaurant?
Hauck's.
Hauck's, that's right.
Yeah.
And I've been there a couple. That was my second trip to Hauck's. And this was the rib trip, though. That was good. And the comedy trip. But Saturday Night Live returned over the weekend with an in-person audience of first responders. Just in case anybody got sick, they had somebody there to care for them.
Yeah.
Dialing 911, not necessary. Reach out and, hey, one of y'all, come on up. We're needing a paramedic up here. Okay. I'm about to sneeze. Hang on.
Go for it.
Maybe not. I'll be back. If I do, I'm gonna reach up and pull the mic down off. Braves if I do. Okay.
Yeah.
What else do I have?
No, I it's on. If you missed it, there's on the NBC has a streaming service called Peacock. I guess you could find it there, but I'm not interested.
I thought we were on Peacock. What are we on?
No, we're not on Peacock.
No, what are we on? Something that starts with a P.
Periscope.
Periscope.
Yeah, and Twitter
That's as
and
close to
YouTube
Peacock as we're going
and
to get,
YouTube and Facebook.
Okay. I mean,
Fistful of Radio.
For a little bit of money, they could put us on Peacock if they wanted to, not for damn nothing, no. Medical experts say that the coronavirus vaccines being tested have side effects, including tiredness, fever, and headaches. And I thought, well, that's great. They've come up with a vaccine to prevent the coronavirus that gives you the symptoms of coronavirus. Cool.
That's true. That's true.
God, that's it. Okay. Throw that sheet away. Oh boy. Anything else you want to talk about?
Yeah.
We don't have much time left.
Well, I know. Would you like to? Over in Doraville, there's a park over there called Autumn Park, and Doraville has a problem. It's called kudzu.
They have a good. Wait a minute. Now wait. Don't be slamming kudzu, man. I don't know if you noticed or not, but kudzu has had a real good crop this year. This has been a good year for kudzu. Had a good year for kudzu.
Good year for kudzu. Yeah.
Good year for kudzu.
And in Doraville, they want to clear this park over there of kudzu. And so what they've done is
easy to do. What you go ahead. What have they done? I tell you what they should have done. Go ahead.
They've hired a crew of four-legged weed eaters.
Goats,
exactly.
Goats. That's what'll get rid of you dang kudzu. If you're going to be kudzuist and not
kudzuist, that's a good word.
Thank you.
They partnered with a group called Trees Atlanta and Get Your Goat Rentals. They have rented a bunch of goats.
Yeah, that's been around for a long time, Steve. You didn't know that?
I didn't know that.
Mary Beth has wanted to get some goats because we got a bunch of vines. Now, they're not kudzu vines, but between here and the neighbor's house.
Yeah.
And if he'd split the goat rental with us, which he's tight as a fat rat in a beer can. He's like Mary Beth. He don't spend no money.
Yeah.
But we could get some goats in between our house and his house. They'll come in and they'll put a fence structure up.
Yeah.
Around your yard and then eat your vines.
Yeah.
Or ivy, whatever the hell it is. But it ain't kudzu. I know that. I wouldn't let them kill my kudzu.
That's what they've done here over there. They put a fence up, electric fence, and they put some guard dogs up there to keep the predators around away.
Had any experience with electric fences, Steve?
I have not.
You have not? Me and my papa. My granddaddy, that's my most fun memory of being with papa is when I'd get into the electric fence and I'd jump and holler and papa would laugh. He had one going. It was over his head, but a cap button. You got a new ball cap the other day. The top, there's a button on top of it. That button inside of it's metal. You know that. And if you walk under an electric fence and it touches the button on top of your cap, boy, it knocked papa down. God,
wow!
And it's fun when you see the pigs get over into the electric fence and they start squealing and hollering.
Yeah.
The geese get into the electric fence and they start making all these noises. Electric fences are a lot of fun if you use them. So, but they got the electric fences up there for the goats more than anything else.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and they got some guard dogs to keep the predators away from the electric fence, and so
the electric fence is not good to guard dogs either. All the guard dogs got to do is get into the fence, and they're going to yelp and go on, run away.
Yeah. But that's a little. News to me. Get Your Goats Rental. I never knew of such a thing.
Have you ever seen goats on the roof?
Yes, I have.
North Georgia.
I have. Yeah.
Goats on the roof. Whatever. And fainting goats. You've seen that where you can holler at them. And if you scare them, they'll just keel over.
I've seen that. Yes, I have. Yeah.
Really fucking with farm animals is.
What'd you just say? You said the F word.
I did.
Wash your mouth out.
I said farm.
Wash your mouth out with soap.
If I said food with farm animals, you maybe misunderstood. But anyhow,
Mm.
it seems women care more about their relationship with their husband than their husband. What? Just see, I look up at you and you're smiling already. Seems women care more about the relationship with their husbands than vice versa. And that pertains to, and you can tell certainly when it comes to blowing out birthday candles, because that's the only blowjob you're going to get from her. Okay, what? Excuse me. When blowing out birthday candles, 26% of women wish for, got to make a wish. They wish for more time with their husbands. Not the case with husbands.
Mm.
With husbands, how many husbands wish for more time with their wives? There's been research done, 3%.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I know. Came out of Men's Health magazine. But you can't let her know you think about something else when you're blowing out her candles. And when she's blowing out your candle, just go ahead and act like you enjoy it. Not that you wouldn't enjoy it. I got it. Oh, God, it's almost time to break again.
Oh, wait a minute. We got to talk about this.
What?
I sent you this.
What? What'd you send me?
This thing that I found on Facebook today.
Oh, you know the thing, man. The thing.
The thing.
Yeah, the thing, man.
The thing I found on Facebook today about one of the founders of Black Lives Matter.
Oh, I remember you sending me that.
Buying a house here in Atlanta.
A house here in Atlanta.
Yes.
One of the founders of Black Lives Matter bought a house here in Atlanta. Well, they might as well. The founder of Black Lives Matter is an African-American person.
Mm-hmm.
He or she, is it
It's
a man
a
or
she.
woman? It's a she. It's a she. The founder, a she founder, a she founder. Sounds like a woman that ate too much. The she founder of Black Lives Matter bought a house in Atlanta. Go ahead, Steve.
And it's where she bought this house in Atlanta that's kind of interesting.
Pray tell, where did she buy this house?
She bought a house in an all-white gated community, which is funny as hell.
There goes the neighborhood. Whatever. Oh, God.
That's funny.
You
dude.
tickled you.
That is funny. You tickled me with that line.
Okay. All right.
That's funny.
Okay. A headline here reads, "I'll be in ladies' underwear." That's yeah, well.
That's you, pal.
That's me, baby. I got an album cover I can show you.
I know.
I love that album cover. Done gone plumb platinum blonde, makeup, daddy rolling over in his grave. Researchers have looked into the underwear drawers of women across the country and have come up with this little tidbit.
All right.
There's a lot of stuff in there. Oh, yeah. The average woman owns 9 brasiers, and none of them fit me. 18 pairs of panties. 18 pairs of pantyhose and 22 pairs of panties. 4 slips. And 4 slips and 2 camisoles. I look good in a camisole, Steve. Come on. You know I do. What? What? Okay. 2/3 of women have been given lingerie by a man. Almost half of those women admitted that they'd only worn it once or never at all. And I have bought lingerie for women. I remember one of my wives, it doesn't matter which one it was, but I got her a pair for Christmas one year. One of her presents was black lace crotchless panties, and it had a heart on it that you could mash the heart, and it would play a Christmas jingle. I love that thing. And she never wore it for me once.
I imagine that.
I know, never once. Okay. I'll be in ladies' underwear. Walking around in women's underwear. I got that song. Maybe we could play that later.
It's Christmas time. We'll have to.
I know. Well, we're approaching Christmas. We're approaching. Holidays are coming. We if you'll remind me, and y'all too, the fans and the cousins and the Moby Mitchell Radio family, remind me to play "Walking Around in Women's Underwear." I like that. Walking around in women's underwear.
Can't wait.
And heels.
Let's stop.
Oh, wait till the HOA finds out about the goats. We don't have an HOA.
No, the HOA finds out about the Black Lives Matter founder buying a house in the all-white gated community. Yeah, that'll be some interesting discussions in the HOA meeting.
Well, there goes the neighborhood, Oh, now there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, whatever, hon.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
All right, so let's stop here.
You stop here. If we stop here, we don't get restarted.
No, we got to stop, because if you don't, we're going to be late, and you know what? We don't want to be late. Okay,
Go ahead.
fine.
Later, guys. Have a good day. Going to meet a family who wants to stream a 50th wedding anniversary. Peace out, Ray Bernal.
See you, Ray.
Go ahead, dude. I'm
Ray, thanks, man. Hey, listen, back in 2 minutes on Fistful of Radio.
Peace, baby.
.com.
Ever dry waterproofing. It's not dry till it's ever dry.
Hey Atlanta, Shannon Burke here. Now that the flood watches have expired and the sun is back, it's time to address that leaky basement. The amount of rain Atlanta gets this time of year should have you paying attention to moisture in your home. Call the guys that I call, EverDry. As you know, moisture and water in your basement today can lead to foundation issues tomorrow, not to mention mold and mildew. The health of your family could be at stake. Have the guys from EverDry come out and conduct a free basement inspection today. Their patented process seals and encapsulates your basement and keeps it dry for years to come. Call them today, 678-741-2900, or check them out online at everdryatlanta.com. It's 678-741-2900 for EverDry Waterproofing, and tell them Shannon Burke sent you.
EverDry waterproofing. It's not dry till it's ever dry.
CBD, you hear about it all over the place. There's signs on every corner telling you to get CBD at this place. Well, I encourage you to get CBD from the right place, and the right place is the Georgia Hemp Company in Sandy Springs. They've been around since long before this big CBD boom got going, and they source their products from the best places in the country. The tinctures, the oil, bath bombs, great CBD products just for you. Available in Sandy Springs, and they will ship to you wherever you are. Just use the promo code RICH10 at checkout. It's called the Georgia Hemp Company. The Georgia Hemp Company, located at 290 Hildebrand in Sandy Springs. Again, the promo code RICH10 at checkout at thegeorgiahempcompany.com.
Let me tell you about our good friends at Buckhead Pet Pals, Atlanta's premier pet sitting company. With over 20 years of experience in pet care, Buckhead Pet Pals treats your pets just like they do their own. Caring, trustworthy, and loyal, Shannon and her team provide the absolute best in pet care available in the Atlanta area. Give them a call, 404-303-0312. That's 404-303-0312. Or find them on the web, buckheadpetpals.com.
You know what that sounds like?
What's that?
I mean, it's not, but it sounds like. You ever heard of a band called Barefoot Jerry?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Uh-huh.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Have we talked about Barefoot Jerry?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Wayne Moss. That's
Mhm.
Barefoot Jerry.
Yeah.
That sounds like Barefoot, but it's not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
Mm-hmm.
all the good people down in Tennessee are digging Barefoot Jerry and the CDB.
Yeah.
Barefoot Jerry. My buddy Wayne Moss. I hadn't talked to him in it's way too long. Yeah, but you're familiar with him enough to recognize how much that music you just played sounded like him?
No. Mm-mm.
Well, he did.
Well, good. I'll take your word for it.
Well, okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. All righty, everybody. Yay, goats on the roof. Oh, watch videos of screaming goats. You will laugh till you cry. I've seen videos of screaming goats, and I didn't laugh till I cried. Yeah, whatever. I'm over whatever about screaming goats. Okay. Men who want to attract women. Okay, here you go, Steve. I'm going to help you out.
All right, buddy.
I am your buddy.
I'm ready.
I know. Anyhow, women that want to attract women should eat more garlic. Yeah, garlic. Talk about garlic. Well, first off, you won't see any vampires. No garlic. Yeah, guys need to eat garlic. A study found that men who eat garlic, this is a study finds this. You don't argue with the people that do this study, Steve. Men that eat garlic smell more pleasant and attractive. Okay. More pleasant and attractive than those who don't eat garlic. The study also suggests that eating garlic somehow impacts your body odor. Yeah. Breath odor for sure. Making it, your body odor, making it more appealing to the opposite sex. Bull hockey honey.
Yeah.
I can't see that.
No.
But try. You're having Steve right now. I'm telling you, give it a shot. Nothing else has worked.
Yeah. I'm not really looking right now.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. I expected her to show up the other night at the restaurant. What's it called?
Haux.
The restaurant Haux. Yeah. I thought she'd show up. She didn't.
This is not a great time to be looking for, not a great time to be dating right now, to be looking for somebody new. Everybody's kind of freaked out about getting sick with the virus,
Well, what virus?
What virus?
I've never heard about that.
Yeah.
What? There's a virus?
Yes.
Really?
Maybe.
I didn't hear about it.
Haven't you heard?
You know what?
It's all
Jonah,
in the news.
Right when coronavirus first kicked off, Jonah was in the process of developing a relationship with his lady that now he's going to marry her on the 14th of November.
Yeah.
But when they were dating, they were distancing. They weren't touching each other. And it went for a few weeks that way. Then all of a sudden they decided, screw it.
Yeah.
The first thing you know was inside her house. Yeah.
That celibacy thing is no fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, trust me, I know.
Me too, pal.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Okay. But in any event, the virus, I was going to tell you something. I was headed down a route toward, and I forgot what it was.
Well, it's all right. It happens.
It don't matter. Good God, it's about 10 minutes till already.
I know.
How's this happened?
I know, man.
It's Monday.
What's because you're having fun? That's that expression. Time
I'm making
flies.
sure that you have fun, Steve.
When the expression "time flies when you're having fun," it turns out it's true.
A study asked people how much they value their partner's ability to make them laugh, and the results revealed that women truly care about their partner's humor. Guys, if you're able to make a woman laugh, that's an extremely attractive quality. Go for it. Make her laugh. Be silly. Be goofy. Make her laugh. And eventually you'll get laid.
Yeah.
Just always worked for me. Oh, boy. Anyhow, what are you going to do now? I've got lots of stuff.
So there's a guy, Alfred I'm going to guess his name, Blotchke.
Oh, Blotchke, yeah.
Al Blotchke.
Oh, old Al.
Al Blotchke.
Yeah, well,
when he turned,
he's a good buddy of ours too. Go ahead.
When he turned 100.
Yeah. Al Blotchke?
Yes. He went skydiving for the first time in 2017 when he turned 100.
Good for him. When was the date of his birthday? How long ago has this been?
Don't know. But recently, when he just turned 103, he did it again. He promised to return to the skies to celebrate his twin grandsons graduating from college. He became the Guinness World Record holder for the oldest tandem skydiver.
You know what tandem means?
Yes. He was tied. He was hooked up to somebody else.
Yeah, somebody behind him.
He jumped out of a plane at 14,000 feet.
That's not true.
Huh?
That's not true.
What do you mean?
It's not true.
Not true.
Because it wasn't 14,000 feet. It was at the most 13,000. And generally speaking, for a solo jump or a tandem jump, it's 12,500.
According to the story, it says 14,000 feet while strapped to
I believe it says that in the story. And I'm telling you, having had experience skydiving, that's not true. Because over 13,000 feet, you have to have oxygen. You have to have air.
All right. So
I'm trying to help you out here, Steve.
Direct your comments to Don Cameron, a certified tandem jump instructor at Skydive Spaceland San Marcos.
But it wasn't 14,000 feet that they jumped from,
So,
because at 13,000, you got to have oxygen.
Yes.
So, have you ever skydived?
I have never.
Have you ever jumped out of an airplane? Would you jump out of an airplane?
No, thank you.
I've hated it. I always said, I was leaning there. I got to where I could spot loads, like where you lean out you side on the ground where the airport needs to be at the door of the airplane when it's called spotting the load. And I got to where I could spot loads, which is kind of cool. And you push a button for the pilot to give you 10 degrees left, 10 degrees right, and cut the engine.
Right.
Because you don't want to get that big blast coming back from the propeller when you get outside. And called floating is when you reach up and grab the door of the airplane or the strut to the wing, whatever, and you're just floating you're outside the plane, then you just turn loose. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
but at no more than 12,500 feet.
Yeah.
But on the last jump I did, I knew this was going to be my last jump. And I told them, I said, this is going to be my last jump. And they said, why is it going to be your last jump, Moby? I said, because this is scaring the hell out of me. and it was, I lived through every one of them too. You might not know that, but I did.
Yeah, I've noticed that. I've noticed that.
Yeah, I'm still here. And I haven't jumped since then, but I wish I could have. I should.
Yeah.
Because here I am at this age, I still could.
Well,
so could you.
If a 103-year-old guy can, you can. So
you can too. But
yeah,
we should go do it together.
No, thank you.
Why?
I prefer to keep my feet on the ground. Thank you.
Whatever. Why wouldn't if you had the opportunity to go, you wouldn't go?
No, I think I'd like it right here. Thank you very much.
Pussy.
Yeah, that's right. Go ahead.
Okay.
I do like that. But anyway,
I would do it again. Go ahead.
Speaking of, as long as we're kind of talking about skydiving, if y'all have not seen the campaign ad starring Senator or is it Congressman? I can't get this mixed up. Congressman Dan Crenshaw of Texas. This is probably the most badass political TV commercial
it's like
ever
a 3-minute
made.
commercial too. It's a long. It's fine. It's okay.
Yeah.
But Steve, you know what? Crenshaw. If Crenshaw, I had the opportunity one time to go jump with the Golden Knights.
Yeah. And
I didn't do it because this was when I did my 15th jump. That's the one I said I'm not going to do it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And it had been a long time since I jumped in the Golden Knights. So Moby, come jump with us. And I said, yeah, well, because it'd been so doggone long. I want to go jump with what they call a dive master.
Mm-hmm.
And it's somebody that can help you. And they didn't need to be having to babysit with me when we're going to dive into this air show. I wouldn't do it. But I got plenty big enough balls to do it again.
Well, good.
And I would. And I say that to say, if anybody listening is a skydiver and especially a dive master, give a call. I'll come. I'll go with you. I'll pay for my own.
Okay.
Now, you got to have my own. I don't have any gear, but I jumped at that point. I was weighing in the vicinity of 300 pounds, which for a skydiver is way big, and way too big to do it. But I did it. But they jumped me under what they call the Kong Square. It was a parachute big enough you could almost land a personnel carrier out of the airport.
Gotcha. Okay.
Airplane with a big one, but. This was people would jump under parachutes that were like 127 square feet, and mine was 350.
Wow. Okay.
Big parachute. Okay, but I would do it again. Well, I would, and I would like to do it again. I would love to do it again.
Go right ahead, buddy Rowe.
And then no way in hell you would.
Nah.
I used to work with. You remember Jim Van, of course.
Yes.
Jim Van was talking about skydiving. He says he couldn't jump out of an airplane.
Why?
He said, because he couldn't pull the ripcord. So why couldn't you pull the ripcord, Jim? He said, because I would have pieces of the door frame in my hand. Okay, got it.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Well, that's Jim Van. So
that's a boy, Jim, funny individual. I ever worked on the radio.
Yeah.
And he would say funny things during the commercial breaks, and I'd come back and say them live on the air, and I got the credit for him, Jim. Yeah. He always said he was the chief writer of the Moby and Mitchell. Not Moby Mitchell. Moby, Jim, and Deborah.
Yep.
Jim, Moby, and Deborah, whatever the hell.
And he was, and you would be correct because he did say funny. he was very funny, very funny.
Yeah,
he's still, and you know what? He's still funny. He's still funny. He's still
funny. Yes, he is.
He's still a funny guy.
See, sunglasses attraction. Sunglasses make guys hotter.
You have 1 minute.
Take all the minutes. I damn won't.
Go ahead. Make it quick.
Okay. Sunglasses make guys hotter, and there's proof to back it up.
Mm-hmm.
Researchers explain, don't argue with the researchers, they explain that sunglasses make a man look mysterious because his eyes are a source of information and vulnerability for human beings. Not having that information makes women drawn to a man. That's how I got Mary Beth. Yeah, she dug me in the shades, dude. They want to learn more about the guy behind those dark glasses.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right, man.
What? It's time, isn't it?
It is.
I don't want to go, though.
You got to go, man.
See you guys tomorrow. Kim Ponder says, okay. Fine.
Been a great show. Thank you, man. Love you, brother. And listen, this show will repeat at 4:00 today on Inside on
come on.
FistfulOfRadio.com.
Fistful of Radio.
The video available right away on Facebook and YouTube and Twitter, and we'll be back tomorrow at noon.
Tomorrow we'll be back tomorrow.
Thank you,
hey,
brother.
Steve. Call me before you leave. You gotta call me now.
I'm fixing to call you
Don't
right
forget to
now,
call
man.
me.
I can't wait. Hey,
Oh, no,
man, thanks,
don't
man.
be that way.
Love you,
What?
brother.
I love you too, brother.
That's a wrap.
All right, it was fun today.
Yeah, it was. Bye.
You always got to do the last. You got to get the last word every time. No, I'm not going to
Go
shush.
ahead. Go ahead. Take the last word.
No.
CBD, you hear about it all over the place. There's signs on every corner telling you to get CBD at this place. Well, I encourage you to get CBD from the right place, and the right place is the Georgia Hemp Company in Sandy Springs. They've been around since long before this big CBD boom got going, and they source their products from the best places in the country. The tinctures, the oil, bath bombs, great CBD products just for you, available in Sandy Springs, and they will ship to you wherever you are. Just use the promo code RICH10 at checkout. It's called the Georgia Hemp Company. The Georgia Hemp Company, located at 290 Hildebrand in Sandy Springs. Again, the promo code RICH10 at checkout at thegeorgiahempcompany.com.
Ever try waterproofing? It's not dry till it's ever dry. If your basement's damp, don't take a chance.
Called EverDry Waterproofing.
If your crawl space is wet, one call and you're set.
Called EverDry Waterproofing.
Call EverDry today. We make the moisture go away. Go to EverDryAtlanta.com. Okay. EverDry Waterproofing. It's not dry till it's ever dry.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking, now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
Hi, this is Billy Brew. Join me along with Rich Sullivan on The Opening Act with Sully and Billy, weekday mornings from 7 to 9 right here on fistfulofradio.com.